Good evening. Welcome to episode 9 of Brewskis with Broskis, a brand new podcast, well, brand newish podcast from Bede Brothers Food. A lot of jam-packed week we've had this week, and a jam-packed show we've got today as well. So on today at around hour 2, we've got a lad called Mikey Branch who plays for our American football team. Mikey's from Scotland, so might have a couple of little games and that to play with him. Name that word. So he tells us a Scottish word and we've got to guess what it is. Something like that.
Mikey doesn't know about this, so it's going to be full on him.
Yeah. But yes, so today's show, as you know, the premises is we do this, go on Instagram, we'll do our 2 beer reviews, and then we'll have Mikey on at 9 o'clock. We've got a couple more beers to review with him, a bit of idle chit-chat for an hour, get steaming. That's about the way of it, isn't it?
That's exactly how these shows go. Beers, steaming, banter, not even in that order.
So we've sent a message out. What do you want to see on the podcast this week? And all we got was Sunderland.
Wonder why? Was a big reason why this was the case? Anything happened for Sunderland this week?
Pizza. We love pizza.
We love pizza.
It was actually Pizza Sunday this week.
I think it's been pizza every day of the week for me.
I'm not surprised.
Been celebrating, I'm not all week.
Got a season ticket at Papa John's, have you?
Yes, I have now.
Sunderland won the Papa John's trophy final. The skunks up the road, they give us a bit of shit about it, but at the end of the day, a trophy's a trophy. Win League One. What do you think we're going to be playing for the FA Cup? He's in the Premier League. He's not even playing for the FA Cup. Who did you get beat up? Brentford, was it?
Yeah, I think so. But I think it was like...
Was that Championship Brentford?
Yeah.
Just making sure of that.
But I think it was like I was saying to the other day, there wasn't like, after all the shite that this club's been through over the last 7-8 years, no matter what trophy it is, to get to Wembley and lift the trophy at Wembley is still absolutely class. Yes,
exactly. And we've been down the bad days, so it was a nice good day where we win, and then the best thing about it is we followed it up, because Sunderland back in the past would have a brilliant win, the following game would be shit.
Yeah.
However, it was a potential banana skin against Accrington Stanley, and we won. What more can you say?
That's it, isn't it? Like I said, it's such a Sunderland thing in the past. Like, great result against a big club, a team around our doorstep, around us in the league, get spanked. So
yeah,
nice to hear actually nice to see that we did a decent job. It was banana skin game. What the fuck?
Potato skin game. Thinking about the free course meal at Sambuca's there, right?
Mate? Potato skins on us, all what that's been like. Right. Not a little, it's a whopper fly that keeps flying around. That was like kamikaze. Like super fly.
It's now neat. If it lands on shit. Oh, actually, it'll land on everything and you were gaffing.
Probably does.
Right. So best hurry up on this now, because obviously we put it on at 8 o'clock for Brewskis, and what we don't want to be doing is being late and maybe losing potential viewers. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight onto the Instagram TV.
Cool. Just going to get that loaded in now. I'll go jump on that now. Good evening, guys. Thanks very much for joining us for another episode of Brewskis and Brewskis. My name's Marty, one half of Bede Brothers Food, as you already know. We are just waiting for Steve to come and join us now. Once Steve has jumped in and joined us, we will then show you the beers that we have got for you guys today. Now, you know our standard sketch of Brewskis there. We have a couple of beers, we review them for you, let you know how it is, and we're always honest with these beers. We don't pull any punches. We've had some shite beers, we've had some cracking beers. It is just the law of the land. If it's good, we'll tell you. If it's bad, we'll tell you as well. It is what it is. But while waiting for Steve, I hope you all guys have had a lovely week. It's Friday, it's the weekend. It's time to have a good time and just chillax, isn't it? I know there's not much we can really do. So hopefully it's all a nice evening there. Evening, Gaz, are you good, mate? Thanks for dropping in again. Standard regular visitor. Just for getting Steve in this show now. Once he's in here, then we'll obviously get his beers out there as well. There he's there. Welcome, big dog.
All right.
You good? I'm just going to lift this up because I can see the top of my head now. All I could see was my head.
There you go. I'm cooking on gas now.
We're all good.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. as we know, we've already started the other podcast bit. So if you're not watching that one, why not? First of all,
That's it.
Get us subscribe.
Yeah.
Get
all the
in
links
there.
are obviously to it: YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. Fuck Android. Seems to be a
Android's
standard
dead
thing now.
to us.
But yeah, all the links are on
We like our motto in it. Beat Brothers Food. Fuck Android.
We might have to put a massive one on the back of the t-shirts and hoodies.
Aye, that's it.
But,
Then
yeah.
we'll make it big and they want us giving us $1 billion deals and we're like, oh man, we said fuck Android. Shit.
They offered us something what when we're like, well, that turned around and bit us, didn't it? But yeah, no, it's definitely looking forward to these beers tonight. Obviously, like I said, I picked them up when I went to Bullham's the other day.
I'm a bit dubious about one of them.
I know which one you're dubious of already, and I haven't even got them, but yeah, not this one. This one here. This one here. The Crimble Crumble.
Crimble Crumble.
I have said Crimble Crumble.
You said Crimble?
Nah,
With G?
Well, I've had a few.
The beauty of it is, mate, we can watch this back and see what you said.
I don't know who that geezer's supposed to be. Do you?
Is it Jimmy Crimble or Jimmy Grimble? Crimble? Was it Jimmy Crimble?
I've seen Jimmy Grimble, the film. That's not Jimmy Grimble. Jimmy Grimble's a young lad.
I've no idea who he is. He looks like a bit of a wrangler.
Have you never seen the film? There's only one Jimmy Grimble.
Aye, we've had this conversation many times. I didn't like it.
Oh, it's a great film.
No, but I'm saying he looks a bit of a pervert. Whoever he is.
He definitely looks like he needs his hard drive checking, doesn't he?
I'll tell you what, right? If this is like off the 80s or early 90s, fair play, you can get away with it because that's what the look was. However, if this is what he was looking like in the noughties and now, then obviously
definitely not.
999 needs to be rang straight away on him.
Definitely. Oh, man.
You don't know who this is. It's Jim from Friday Night. There's never seen it. They've took the shittest one out of the in-betweeners and put them in there. That's why I didn't watch it.
Is that the head teacher?
No, Specky Briefcase. Briefcase wanker, isn't it?
Yeah, but I've never seen Friday Night, so I would know.
No, I mean neither, but he's in it, but he's the worst character in fucking the in-betweeners. What do you mean? The head teacher's class.
He's classic as death. When you say that, what he's mint. The head teacher's fantastic.
Nah. Simon's the best character.
No, Jay is the best character.
Because you are Jay.
Should Jay? But yeah.
Oh, Jay, yes, Paul. Okay, with the eyes looking to the left. Yeah, Paul. This is an opinion-based show, and it is my opinion. I think he's an idiot.
We're talking about now still the in-betweeners or Friday Night?
Briefcase wanker, innit?
Just him in general.
Aye.
Just him in general.
What's his name in betweeners?
Will, isn't it?
Aye, Will. Fucking arsehole.
William Mackenzie.
Shaggy's more like.
He's more like. I think the head teacher doesn't he?
Nah.
Is it the movies? The movies where he does, isn't it? He bangs in the movies.
Aye. You can call me Dad.
But yeah, should we crack on one of these and should we get to one out of the way that you're not looking forward to the most? Done.
Oh, might as well.
Cool. Well, just get me packing glass this week because I haven't got the other glass there. So this is the drink tonight from S43. I think it's actually the first time we've mentioned them and we're like 10 minutes in. Crimble Crumble. Blackberry and rhubarb pastry sour.
Well, I think people who like the show, so Google is going to be wanking all over it in a minute, but it says hello Jackie on it. I don't know who that is.
I was going to say I don't know who Jackie is.
Hi, Jackie.
Jackie, where's your washer? But yeah,
right, let's get into this.
Can first of all.
Well, I'll have to check it out. We need a young Jamie on this again. We'll need to check it out to see if that looks like the guy. If it does look like the guy, and if that's what the setting of the show is, then it's a pretty good can. If that's on point. Gouldy, is that can on point? Does that
sure
look like the shore?
Was that him? But yeah, well, by the by, I think the can's a pretty decent can. Like, I'd give it an 8.5 for the can.
Yeah, I'll join you on that.
Cool. Glad to see that we're in agreement first off the bat. But let's have a little go.
Oh.
It's
very rhubarby.
No, I said black Kevin. I can't really smell the rhubarb in it. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna. It should be purple. So a little. Oh, this one here looks an absolute rank colour. There you go. Look at this. That is poured to perfection. That one this week. So it's an even draw. Not really much to separate them.
Oh, there's been a goal in the Leeds game.
Is it? Who scored it?
Cammy, who scored it? Unbelievable, Jeff. Oh, he could be offside here. Oh, he's offside. That's got to be offside, that.
Is it a VAR? Gone to VAR, is it?
If it hasn't, it's an absolutely belter a goal by Ayling. It's come in, he's like at the far post, like past the 6 yard, and he just looped it out of the keeper into the far corner.
Oh, nice.
But this is a hard one. We'll get back to the drink, but I'll give you the outcome.
I'm gonna have a drink now.
Right, let's have a taste.
But it's just the smell of it still. It is extremely sour. Extremely sour, that one. Wow.
Yes. Put hairs on your chest, this bad boy.
I think as all the drinks we've tried so far.
Oh, wait until you pour out the end bit. You know what I mean? For a nice little surprise.
Out of all the drinks we've had so far, this is the most sourest drink I've had.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Offside. 0-0.
Still 0-0. Back to you boys in the studio.
Not only are you getting...
Oh my God. What the fuck is that?
Did you see that little thing sliver out?
Little thing? I think I've got a lizard in mine. Jesus Christ. What the
lizard
fuck
black
is
tone.
Bit of black Kevin in there still. But it's really hard to describe that taste for you, to let you know actually what it tastes like. It's very fruity.
I'm going down on a limb here, you're right. I'm going to say that rhubarb drinks is just not doing it for me.
Well, see, I like the last rhubarb drink that we had last week. I thought it was really nice. Maybe a little bit of a teaser how I'm leaning on this one. But this one here is really, really sour. Give us your best sour for you.
That's what I was just doing there.
Was it? Man, I think mine's just like it is I can't help but pull a sour face. It's actually like
gives you the shiver.
It feels like it's sucking my eyeballs in. That's what it feels like. It's really, really sour. If you like sour sweets, this is definitely a drink for you. But
you can remember iPop was back in the day.
They were alright then. I used to love them.
They were alright. One of them was sour sweets.
The sweets that the kids get now called toxic waste. They come in a little toxic bowl about this big. The sweets are only like ye big. And they make you fucking turn your face inside out and all like.
We'll have to try that one night.
I'll get them for next week's show. But it's weird because it's really sour and it does make you fucking like suck your face in. But the aftertaste,
gassing me right up.
I feel like the aftertaste is not as strong, and it's a nice sweet taste afterwards. Like now I've drank like 3/4, half the can, 3/4 of the can. I feel like it's actually wearing on us. I'm liking it more as I'm drinking it. I wonder if it's because I'm getting used to the sourness.
I think my body's just like, what's it called?
Just give up.
I just let it, it's gone happen. He's gone and drink all of it, so might as well might as well
get used to it now.
Yeah.
That's it. Class. But yeah, I think that's all right actually. Oh, what the hell going on there? Yeah, definitely wonder it more as we start drinking it, because the first initial few drinks, I was not a fan of it, but I'm starting to like it now.
So out of 10, what would you give it?
6.5. Maybe a 7. Nah, can I give it a 7? 6.5.
5.5 from me.
Fair enough. Every now and again, it still catches you and all. It's like, whoa, it is brutal. I would definitely say for anybody that likes sours, to definitely give this one a go.
I don't mind sours. So
well, we love sours.
Don't mind sours.
We love sours normally.
We're saying this is sour. It is fucking sour.
That's it. Like we're normally massive fan of sours. Like I think we advocate for them every time they come on. Like love the sour we do. This one, I think this is too much.
Yeah, I think they got too sour.
I think I'm not looking forward to the most is seeing the bottom of the glass after all that black shit popped into it.
Just give a kick in a swell. Hopefully, you like.
I might just have to pour another drink into it just to get rid of it. I don't want to see it.
Just open the gullet up, mate. Close your eyes and let it go.
Get it there.
Well, it's just the ingredients that rest at the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it will be.
And it's not going to kill you.
No, definitely not.
Right.
Just having a look.
Ingredients: barley, wheat, oats, lactose. The hops is Columbus. The malt extra pale Munich, oats, wheat, acidulated, and maltodextrin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeast is Philly sour. Extras is lactose, blackberry puree, vanilla, and rhubarb. It was brewed on March the 3rd, 2021.
You know what though? When I went to Bowlham's last week, and then I picked these up because I picked them up on the Friday when we had the other beers. Obviously, after I went to Bowlham's, I went into to the brewery where they were brewing them all. And I don't know if I said last week, but the smell of the little brewery itself was unbelievable. They were just busy fermenting something else in there as well. He said it was supposed to come out this week or next. But he said they get some little orders in. Ones that they don't even get to the website. They get bought by the time they've made them. So I was like, that's not on that. Give us a chance to get some of them as well.
I know.
Were you a massive S43 fan, so let us get on them? You said they do little special ones where they you can pack a bottle down or a keg or something, and they'll fill it up for you with other stuff. Oh,
it doesn't look very nice at the bottom, does it?
Nah. You need to lift it up a little bit for the aye. It's looking very grim in that bottom of that glass. Now it looks like
bottoms up.
When you're playing a game of Ring of Fire or something, and then you get it all in the glass at the end, and you've got to down that one. That's what it is. How would you Ring of Fire drink there?
Not the greatest, I'll be honest with you.
It is a really, really sour drink. And I know we've said it a few times now, but I can't help but saying it. Look, can you see my little collection of beers? Oh, yeah. These are for when Mikey gets on.
Oh, well, my phone's in front of where your hand is, so I've got no idea, mate.
Oh, well, I've got a little collection of beers going on down here for when Mikey gets in.
I've just mine to the side on a table.
I've got mine on the cat stand so she can't get in.
See, what I do, mate, is I do it professionally, you, mate, amateur.
Look, I've took up all the tables, so I was going to do the podcast tonight from the sitting room, but the way the chair is, with it being a corner group, it doesn't look level with the cushions on the back. I'm like, And I was still looking at it, and I was like, "That's doing my head in." So if it's doing my head in, it's gonna do with people's head in.
Well, I'd have took the table. How big's the table? It's a round one, isn't it?
Nah, it's oblong. It's massive, like 5 foot table.
Well, if you went in there and you had it on the table, if you got a table or something, just take one of the chairs out of there and then sit in the middle of the living room, watch a TV like I'm doing. Leeds look like they're dominating, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully that goal comes in. That shot on target for you then.
Aye, posh boy. It's Tiz Carlton.
Bamford shouldn't. I'm glad he's not in the England full because he shouldn't get anywhere near it.
Man, Ollie Watman shouldn't either, but he
I know that. Like
Bamford, Watkins in there. Bamford should be in there.
Bamford shouldn't. None of them should be in there.
No, if Watkins is in there, Bamford should be in there above him.
Yeah, out of the two of them, I'd take Bamford, but I wouldn't take any of them. I was speaking to somebody the other day. It was
me.
I was speaking to somebody.
Me.
Yeah?
You speaking to me about this?
No, but not you. No, I was speaking to somebody in work about it on the phone, and he was a Leeds fan. He went, "Look, I love Leeds." But he went, "I didn't rate Bamford all." He went, "And he should never be in the England squad." Like, I agree.
But as I said, I think it's just Gareth trying to test out different players.
Yeah.
Because we've got Harry Kane and anybody else, have we, up front?
Yeah, that's it. And it's like the rest of the people, like wingers, converted to strikers, aren't, and that doesn't work.
Well, the strikers, we've got Danny Ings injured, Calvert-Lewin and Reed off the boil. Charlie White, we've got Charlie, Big Charles.
Big Charles needs to be in. Get the ball, Charles Neal to score.
Well, he did it get on the other night, didn't he? Charlie White, man. One-man wrecking machine in the League One, isn't he? I reckon Charles will be all right in the Championship.
Oh, definitely. He scored 1 goal less than the full Newcastle team this season. Charlie White scored 27 goals this season in all comps. Newcastle scored 28 goals all season long.
I see the Newcastle fans saying that one, haven't
I? If I wanted,
Big Charles.
If I had a young Jimmy, we'd be like, pull that shit up now, pull that photo up.
Jamie, pull that shit up.
That's definitely one. Boy, I'm just swilling this round because I'm thinking I need to drink it. But I can see all the black floors in there. Should we get a countdown? Looks good. Looks like tomato juice and all. Looks absolutely rank.
I think it's a blackberry puree, mate.
Yeah, I think that's what it is in the bottom of it, but not doing too good. Gonna have to just get it.
When you gull it and get down your neck.
I know that, man. It's fucking minging in it. It's like,
Oh, there's your kids at it.
Do you hear them?
Yes.
The
whole world has now just heard them. And I'm sure that was a trout mouth.
It was,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was trout. A massive goal.
Of course it was a trout.
A massive mouth, man. But what would you give that one for the paw? Paw?
Paw. It was a pretty standard paw. 9 out of 10. The colour was exactly what I expected.
Yeah, exactly what I expected. Yeah. I'd give it a 9 for the paw as well. Are you writing these scores down?
You should be the one writing them down because you're the one who writes them down at the end. Just bring a notepad up on your computer, you Doyle.
Oh, I am now. There we go. Score-wise, what was the can? What did we give the can?
Can was 8.5.
Paul
was a 9.
9. Taste, I give it a 6.5. You give it a 5.5. 6 then.
6 for taste.
And price.
This one's on you.
I've got no idea, to be honest. Gonna say 4.5 quid, 5 quid. 6%.
6%, like.
Yeah, it is kind of strong. It does taste strong. An 8, 8.5. An 8.5.
8.5. There you go.
8.5. Cool. 8.5. Right. Good.
Overall.
What we've got? 8.5. 9. 8.5. 6. 8.
I would say 6 overall because the taste is a big thing for me. I'd gone 7.
We'll meet in the middle, gang 7.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. No doubt. Wait, that one's done. Party! And now this one, this is absolutely just pure nostalgia. Look at it. Absolutely look at it. Countdown, eat your heart out. What a fantastic
Do you know what, right?
can.
I love this cannon. Do you know what I also love it for? And I'm going to tell you all now, right? So It was Mother's Day on Sunday, just gone in the United Kingdom, if anyone's listening abroad. And for my mum, I got a Mother's Day card, and it was Jimmy Carr on it, with a countdown clock in the background. And on it said, "Let's give you your Mother's Day's countdown conundrum." And the conundrum spelt, "You old bag." So this here is kind of reminding us of that in the good times that brought me.
Not the good times that brought you, man.
No, I'll let the viewers know she was not happy with it. She was not happy with the card.
Not at all. Well,
see, I got that, and my brother got a picture of him, my mum, and his daughter all together hugging, and then I got a "you old bag," you know what I mean?
We know his card took the best of the tree there.
That's it, and I just gave up now.
Mother's Day clocked.
Aye.
Oh yeah. For me, countdown is absolutely pure nostalgia, because obviously my great uncle, the colonel before he passed away, obviously from being a kid, finishing school, I used to come home from school, I used to obviously go in, and he'd be at obviously mine, and we just used to watch countdown when it was on, 4 o'clock I think it was on. Obviously, you always smash it because I was a kid. But well,
he'd smash you now. You can't spell.
I know that. He's dead now, so I beat him now.
He went down.
I am. But you brought it up, not me. But yeah, it was absolutely. I love countdown growing up. Even when it's on now, if I'm flicking through and it's on, I kind of turn it out. I've got to watch the full thing. But,
I'm shit at the I'm alright on the 8 to 10 cats does it, because they're pretty easy ones. I'm shit at the normal one, mate. I'm shit at the normal one. I'm alright at the numbers game.
The numbers one, that's the numbers game. Yeah, I see. I seen a clip on Facebook earlier on today or yesterday. And there was a numbers one, and he went 2 big and however many little, 4 little. He had a 10, a 50, 100, a 7, 2, 4, and a 6. Hit the thingy. 500 on the dot, and she was like, "Might as well not even play this game." It was so they literally press the buzzer, all the time and start ticking down. They're all just sitting there, just having a chat, and then "Oh, wait, there 2 minutes ago, we'll write something down." And it was obviously just 50 times 10, and we've all got the same. You've all got full points. He was like, "Do you want to see the score?" I was like, "Nah, I believe you."
Didn't have to pass the paper.
I didn't have to pass it out. He was like, "Nah, I believe you." All of them, it was ridiculous. Who's that popping in?
It's Mikey's just popped in, our guest later.
Yes, Mikey, welcome in.
Mikey born 1993, was he? I'll tell you what, he's had a fucking tough paper round if he was born in 93. He's not even 30-year-old yet. Jesus.
I think this is the first time Mikey's actually been in Insta video on IGTV with us.
Does he follow us on Instagram?
He does now to get in there.
Well, he added me and I added him. Fuck off, Ops.
But yeah. Welcome aboard, Mikey. We'll look forward to having you on the podcast in the next half an hour. Be good. Decent.
Michael Branch has just started following Beard Brothers Food.
That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting.
It is, mate. What a bastard.
We'll give him some ridicule when we get on the next half an hour there. But yeah, let's turn our attention back to the beer. The second one.
I love it. I'm 10 out of 10 for the
100-minute hour from S43. Yeah, I agree. 10 out of 10. I couldn't give it anything else.
I hope our work doesn't say this 100-minute hour. We'll start doing our hours as 100.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll tell you a story about work today. So I think I obviously messaged you about.
Yeah, I was off.
Feels like this. Right, so I got a geezer on the phone today. He come through for renewal for his car insurance. And he'd already spoken to somebody. I was like, "Oh look, if the phone cuts off, I'll give you a call back."
Brad Mitchell, tomato sauce on a poached egg? No, that is a no from me.
That is disgusting.
If you have tomato sauce on your breakfast, some bacon, sausage, and something, then yeah, I could let you away. But if you just got poached egg with tomato sauce, no, mate, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Go back to your story.
Yeah. So he come through and said, look, if the line disconnects, I'll call you back. Give us 30 seconds again. Well, that's funny because the last person I just spoke to, the line disconnected and never called us back. I was like, oh, here we go, and then here we go. Instantly know what type of customer he comes on. So I was like, look, I've got your renewal for you here. Argument's sake, £100 and £150 and 9 pence. He goes, well, that's funny because the last one I've just spoke to given me for £149 and 99 pence. And I was like, it's 10 pence. But yeah, but the rep given for was, I was like, oh my God, Nathan was like, okay, fair enough. I was like, I'll give you for the £149 and 99 pence. It's like, that's not a problem at all. If you want that price, I'll give you it. And I should think so as well. And I was like, fucking hell, like, oh my God, yeah. I looked in Flex to see what discount there was. There was like 80 odd quid discount. I was like, guess who's not getting any of that discount on there? And I was like, mug. So I went through, I give him his renewal at the price he wanted it for. And obviously I was speaking to some people after, like, oh, well, that might be a failed call. And what is like, I'll take that failed call at, like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to give him any discount when he's been.
How can it be a failed call if you've given the price he asked for?
Because supposedly there's discount available and I haven't made them aware of it. But and that's what I got told when I was there. But I was like, not bothered. I was like, I'll take the failed call for it. I'm not going to go out my way and give somebody money off a policy when there's just been an absolute spend to us.
Brad Mitchell, I'm reporting this page because I think he has tomato sauce on a poached egg. Brad, we're going to report you to the police, mate.
More than the police, he wants that. I'll try checking if he's putting tomato sauce on a poached egg. It's not
right,
good.
Let's get on with this. We're getting a bit sidetracked here.
Right. So we give it a 10 for the can then. Right. This is a dry hopped rye session. Smells just like a normal IPA. Yeah, I think it's got a little bit something extra in there. Let's have a go. Get rid of that. That's in the can, in the bottle. That's even. Jesus Christ. Sounds like somebody strangling a cat upstairs.
Kids singing at her.
I think it's Amelia. I think she's trying to sing. There's mine, this one. It's about to draw again.
No, it's not. Mine's smaller than yours.
Nah, to draw.
Bollocks to you.
Look, I give you one last week. You can't get another one for a little while.
Mate, are you joking me? I mean, get in there. Posh boys just put in the back of the net.
Is he offside?
Coming Steve doing hard goal. Unbelievable, Jeff. Bamford, 14 for the season.
Still not in front of Ollie Watkins in the England squad.
But, I wish I put 20 quid on it now. in half an hour.
It's even better when they come in half an hour than when they come in early doors.
Aye. All right, Gary lad. Gary's joined the chat.
Welcome, Gary. Welcome.
Top fan, Gary.
Number 1 fan. Well, number 3 fan. Behind the Mars.
Aye.
Look, if we're not them off number 1 fan, they'll be on. Well, actually, I think my Mars getting the much. Hasn't been in 2 weeks now, so.
That is beautiful.
Quite zingy.
That's beautiful, that.
Yeah, it's really nice. 6.5% that one as well. There's not really much of a difference between like this and normal, like IPAs.
It's got rye in it. Rye's kind of like a malt that it's like kind of what you put in like bourbon, like a rye. My Chevy did Levy and the Levy's dry. Good old boys drinking whiskey and rye.
Whiskey and wine.
Yeah. It's quite nice. I enjoy this. I think it's really nice. It's
Gary, mate, you missed the Crimble Crumble.
Shite.
It got, what did it get overall?
7 overall.
Yeah. 7. It got a 7 overall. It was really, really fucking sour. Like, we love sour drinks. but this one took the biscuit. It was like pure suck your mouth into your face.
What it was kind of the face you would pull when you took a drink of it, when you see Quinny heading for the showers after training. I had high hopes for that one.
Yeah, I was the same. I was the same. I was really looking forward to it. Nothing like the last rhubarb drink we had last week.
That was also shite.
No, that was nice last week. But this one was totally different kettle of fish. But forget about that one now. That's gone, been and done. This one now, this is the winner.
Beautiful.
The two from S43,
Beautiful.
This is the winner. I'm kind of gutted because they brought three of them out. They brought this one, the one we've got there, the other one, and then they brought another one, but the other one sat out before I even got to the shops, which I'm kind of gutted about. So why even tell us that they've released three if we can only get two of them? So I couldn't believe.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Sorry, what was that?
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, I suppose, but 1.5 out of 3 ain't bad. But yeah, this is.
He's finally joined. The boys finally came in.
Look at that. So at 25 to 8, he shared it saying, "Oh, the boys are on live in 10 minutes." It was only like 45 minutes late.
He's probably counting his losses after Cheltenham, isn't he?
Said it's been a good week for him, didn't he? Put on his story, said it's been a good week.
Been a brutal week for me. I only had 3 winners. However, luckily, one was 10-1 and one was 14-1. So I had a lot of free bets as well this week. Through Paddy and Virgin. So I'm literally 45 quid up, which I kind of complain about.
I put 5 bets on and won 3, so can't really complain.
I'll tell you what, mate. Mm-hmm. I had 15 placed. You know what I mean? If I had them each way, I would have been doing all right.
You'd have been done all right. What about that geezer? What about that geezer's bet putting the group early on and the 4 ones each way for like 2 quid or something? Put on 200 odd grand or 112 grand.
Do you know what? Right, I would never win anything like that. If I put that on, it would have fucking the first one would have.
The first one would have failed. I'd have been exactly the same. I didn't get that lucky.
Like, I think I got lucky on my last races because one horse went down and took 3 others out. I think that's the only reason I won. However, the horse that I had never looked in doubt. It was the last race of the Cheltenham. It never looked in doubt, mate. It was absolute. The other one was lashing it like fucking gone for it, and he was still like at a canter. He hadn't even started lashing it yet. I love it when that's happening. I love it when that's happening. You know, you won. You got to have a last fence, and then he starts lashing. The other one's like,
if they hadn't started lashing it by that last fence, I'm absolutely breathing. I'm gonna I'm not going anywhere. But yeah.
So cheers, 250 quid up. Oh well, cheers. That's great news. When I get the decking sorted, you can buy the meats for the barbecue.
Well, that's just the meat for me and him.
Oh, fucking hell. He's got to provide your own years too. Oh, you're bored anyway, aren't you?
I'm not allowed to come out, am I? The Big Brothers event was just one half of it.
I'll let you come out for your birthday. That's about it.
Hey, Christine's dipping out there. Go and get a head done on my birthday. Who does she think she is?
See you later, Christine. Take the kids.
Be like, bye, mum, get the kids. I'm going out.
What time's a hairdresser appointment like?
Don't know, but I think she needs a good 3-4 hours on that bad boy. Just that fringe alone.
Oh,
on that bobby.
The fringe is about down to there, is it?
She cut it the other day, and I finished her son the other day, and she was going like this. She was giving it all this, and then she went, oh fuck! I was like, oh, she fucked up. She went, "Not can get away with it." And she fucking snipped the other side. Like, that looks horrible. That.
Cheers. Looking forward to somewhat on that deck, and hey, invited our cheers lad. It'll be a good laugh. Got the pizza oven, got the barbecue, get the beers on the go. What do you want?
What a fuck.
Tunes on,
footy on, podcasting on the go in the background.
Aye. Exactly.
We've got absolutely cracking weeks. Quite weekends.
Fuck no, I've got any respect for you, Marty.
Wish they'd back me, Mars. I mean, they weren't at my mum's last week. I'm just saying I wish they were at my mum's.
Chiz, we actually spoke about Sunderland earlier in the thing, so you'll have to watch it over as you requested that.
Well, we actually said we'd speak about it in the podcast.
But we've got Mikey on. He's a what's it called?
Rangers fan,
isn't he? Dundee United, mate. Newcastle.
I thought he was Rangers fan.
No, not at all. He's from Dundee. He said anyone who's from Scotland and don't support the local team are scumbags.
I think that's anywhere you can. I think that's how it should be.
Oh, unbelievable, Jeff. 1-1. Fulham.
Breaking news.
Right. So what happened was corner kick. Ball played in. Literally, the guy stood by himself in the middle of the goal, like on the penalty spot, he might as well be. And fucking it lands on the volley, I believe. Just lands on the volley, just fucking side footed into the corner. I think you should not get centre off.
You should not get a volley in the 6-yard box. Was it the second 6-yard?
It was on the 6-yard line. Aylan tried to get him, bit push and shove, but Aylan just weren't strong enough. Big centre off, side foot volley into the bottom corner.
That is absolutely disgusting.
But a big centre off.
Shot like that. I hate the zonal mark on me. Horrible.
Anderson. So there you go, Jeff. 1-1. Fulham scored.
Back to the boys in the studio.
Maybe we should get the lads on and do one of these and tea a soccer Saturday.
Yeah.
And watching the game.
Well, I'll get a team, yeah. That'd be epic. Chiz would be all over that.
He would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, 100%. Chiz would be on. Get Brett. Who would give Brett?
Brentford, because he likes when he gone to Brentford away because he's some good pubs I can stay. He can reminisce about the pubs.
Well, you can have Brentford. Doesn't matter who you would dazzle because he spoil every fucking game.
He's not coming on. Plum Scores is not coming on. Fuck that.
He'd still spoil them before they get into us.
Aye.
I absolutely love the spoiler does Daz.
When I was staying decking me, Uncle Tom was like that. I went, I've got to turn my phone on silent because Darren fucking has it on these flash scores and he spoils it all the time. He's like,
every week.
No worse than somebody like that is that.
Every week Daz spoils it for us. I'm like, that's why I just turned off now. I've turned all the notifications off now for the past 2 weeks. Didn't have any more. No. Wembley was it's getting turned off. Tuesday was Wednesday was getting turned off. I'm having Nina.
Mate, you know on Sunday when you went, I'm turning it off. Mate, you could have watched it on Sky Sports Mix.
I think I was watching on the Sky
Virgin box.
Laptop. No, I was watching
you could have watched it on you could have watched it on the Virgin box on Sky Sports Mix.
Was that free, is it?
Aye.
Well, I never knew.
If you got the entertainment package, yeah.
I don't know, I think we've just got to basic because we didn't watch a telly. It's all on demand and stuff.
Anyway, what am I going to give this? I think you were going to say, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I'm going to give it a 9.
I'd agree. It's a very strong drink.
You got the taste of the IPA, but it's got that rye taste to it. It's unusual. It's quite nice.
It is a very unusual drink. I love the colour of it. The camera probably doesn't pick the colour up, but it's a lovely colour in that glass. Obviously to the naked eye, it's a nice colour. It's got a really good kick on it as well. Oh shit, that's right, these scores down. These can 10. Pour. What do we give the pour?
9 in it. Standard
9. Pour. Taste. 9.
I'll give it a 9. Yeah.
Price, I think it was about the same price.
So about 8 then.
Well, that got, last one got 8.5. So.
Oh well, this is 6.5.
It's got to be more
as well.
This is a stronger.
9.
Yeah, I can see it has to be more. It's a stronger percentage and it's a better taste. 9.
What do you overall give it? I'll give it 8.5 out of 10.
How can you give it 8.5? We've got a 10.
Oh, I didn't know
what's the scores. 9. 10 and 3 9.
9.
It's got to be 9. Jesus, boyo. But yeah, they're good scores for them drinks.
So what's in this one? The hops is Galaxy, Amarillo, Hallertau Blanc. The malt is Pils, Wheat and Rye. And the yeast is WLP 566 Belgium Saison 2.
Countdown style.
Woo!
Absolute great drink. Great can.
100-minute hour dry hopped rye season.
Definitely worth it.
Very worth it.
100%. I'd pick that one all day long over the Crimble Crumble. What was it? I can't even remember what was it called. Crimble Crumble. Aye. Yes.
You've been stuck there with that one all night, haven't you?
I know. I think I've struggled since I've got it. Like, even thinking about buying it. Absolute tongue twister. It's just a very peculiar taste, that one.
Yeah.
It's really, really sour again. Very peculiar. But
so all in all, S43 again has kind of delivered.
As it always does, doesn't it? Like, I would struggle to find bad things to say about S43. Mm-hmm. Apart from the fact that we never got that third drink. But got to be snooze, you lose.
It's probably been a porter or a stout anyway.
No, it wasn't. He tell us it wasn't.
No, I bet you were gutted, were you?
I was. I've just seen them on Instagram. They just did the first barrel hop one. So interesting to see when that gets out in the next couple of weeks to see what that tastes like. Right. Obviously, normally always done like a big, massive fucking baths. This one's done an old keg barrel.
Oh, that sounds a dream. That might have to start doing my own beer, like beer.
Hey,
and that's why I've got to do some moonshining, but
fucking I would never get none of that self. My mate just starts selling not selling, but I'll start brewing his own beer, or like his back garden.
He's been doing it for years.
Has he? I never knew.
Yeah. Once you go black, that's what it's called.
I didn't believe you.
It is. He brews his own beer called Once You Go Black. I'm telling you, mate. I'm not. Why would I lie about this?
Dunno.
Well, Chiz is still on. I think he's still in. He can confirm it.
Can it confirm? Was it a stout? Is it a dark drink?
I have no idea, mate. I don't think it's because of the colour of it. I think it's.
Oh my God.
Penny's just dropped, hasn't Marty?
No, I got the full. I got it ages ago now. That's why I'm like, no. That's why I was like, no, he hasn't. You're lying.
Oh God, here we go. Why did he never believe me?
You're a bastard.
I'm not Darren.
That is very true. But you are his brother.
Well, we kind of taught us all with the same brush, mate. Look at you were mixed gear. We didn't say year gear.
You see, I'm gear all the time.
That's a lie. I say you bald.
What a lie. That's true. I'm balding.
I think Chiz has left us. He has. He's got to get a bit of it to show us.
Look, on Insta now, you can have 4 people on live, you know. It popped up the other day, saying now, see, they've introduced like rooms on Insta, so you can go live with 4 people on. Like now it's always just been the people, yeah. So if, argument's sake, who's in? If Gary or Gary popped up with a request, we could get us both in.
Gareth or Gary?
Yeah, Gary or Gary. I can't both Gary. I call them both guys.
Gary!
The Gary gang.
Aye, the Gary gang.
Yeah. In support of the thing, saying like you can have now up to 4 people live at the same time, which I thought was pretty decent. I mean, neat fuck ever wants to come live with us on Instagram anyways, so doesn't mean now.
But means that I can now.
That's it. How
much has he had? Marty, well, right, funny story. So after we'd done our podcast last week, we went into the pint of the presence of our team. And on there, we were talking to Mikey, and we were both like, oh, Mikey, pop on next week, you know. And then Mikey sent Marty a picture, oh, this is what I've got for Friday night.
No,
I had no idea what was going on.
So this is the way it went. So we had the pint of presidents afterwards, and obviously chatting with Mikey. And I think it was like Wednesday or Tuesday messages saying, a shopping basket in Tesco's with a couple of packets of crisps in and a few of these, and I've just bought these. I was like, all right, nice one, cool. was like, that's a good drink. That one's shite. That one, I've heard good things from. And then last night, he messaged us saying, so how does this thing go then? Do you tell me what drinks to try? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, do we just chat shite and stuff? I was like, Mikey? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, have you spoken to Steve? He's like, no, just you. And I was like, okay, so I'm guessing that I've asked you to come on the show then, have I? He was like, yeah, the pints. I was like, I remember the conversation slightly, but I was like, Mikey, I was pissed. I was like, I don't remember that. So I was like, Steve, get out to Tesco and get these beers in. Mikey's coming on tomorrow.
I already knew.
I completely forgot me. Well,
I was fully on board. I knew all about it. I thought you knew about it. That was the problem.
Well, I just forgot that I was steaming. Well, I wasn't steaming. I was just.
You were steaming by the same. You can't remember it, mate.
I know, but I drank a canny bit though as well.
Well, we did review about 8 drinks.
I
think we reviewed 4 Siren. Was it 4?
No, we did 5 from Siren.
All in, and that was just literally in the hour.
Just Sirens alone, just Sirens. We did 5 with just Siren, and then we did obviously other drinks.
No, Fierce. It was Fierce.
Oh, Fierce, yeah, Fierce. Yeah,
we've done 5 Fierce on Instagram in an hour.
That's it. We did. We had a good drink that night. That was decent, like, wasn't it? It's class. But yeah, let's wrap this up then, and we'll get on to the podcast and get Mikey in as well. Fierce, one last one. Yeah, 5 Fierce, that was the one. It was class, great night. Ooh, pardon me. The other drinks from S43, Crimble Crumble, got it in 1, and 100-minute hour. This one by far was the best drink. Highly recommend this drink here. I would recommend the other one as well, just to try it, just to get it a go. I think they're about 4 or 5 quid a can. 440 cans, 6.5% cans. Obviously, as we do, we'll drop the link for S43. Stop being a cheerleader, fucking distracting us. We'll drop the link in the description, obviously, in this Instagram video. Obviously, when we drop the podcast live tomorrow, or now as you're listening to this, we'll put the links in there as well from S43. All in all, like Steve said, S43 delivered massively again. If you watch this video on Insta, please drop a like. Let us know what beers you want us to try next week or the week after, and we'll make it happen as well. Steve?
If you like the video, jump onto YouTube, jump onto Amazon, Spotify, Apple Podcast, subscribe on there. It's just a little click. If you listen to it like driving to and from work, it's a 2-hour podcast. You'll have a good laugh, and you never know, you might just want to get yourself on there as well.
That's it. Well, from Instagram, thanks very much for watching everybody tonight. Again, if you watch at your own leisure, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Take care. Big Brothers out. When we were done, just get this one out of the way with. Right, cool. Just put these headphones out and turn this volume back up here. There we go. Back in the game. They absolutely wreck my ears. I know I say the same thing every week coming from Instagram into this back in the podcast, but these AirPods, blow me lugs off.
Mate, what you need to be doing, right, is you need to be buying a decent set, like the same thing I tell you every week.
I know, so I'm saying, I think we have the same conversation every week. But yeah, they wreck me lugs. I think Mikey's coming in.
Have you put on the thing where it comes into the what's it called yet?
No. Evening, Mikey.
Why do I, first of all, Mikey, I do apologise, but why on earth do I fucking let Marty be in charge of stuff like this? You know, I must be the fucking dumbest man on the planet if I'm letting Marty fucking reign on the fucking technology front.
Yeah, sorry, Mike. I was supposed to keep you in the green room, but why we give you?
That's why I joined without video and audio, so I could just
slide in.
Slide in.
So leave, and we'll do it again. But no.
Right. So here's the introduction. He plays a defensive back for our team. He's from originally Dundee, now resides in Consett. I don't know which is worse. I'm going to go Dundee. It's Mikey Branch.
Welcome, Mikey.
Good evening. Hello.
Mikey, nice to see you dropped into the conversation.
Yes.
What was it like in the green room, Mikey?
Did you meet anybody famous?
No, sadly, they'd all left and left me with the crap afterwards.
Me and Marty.
Yeah.
Look, not be long till we are famous and then they want to come back in, Mikey.
Oh, yes.
Exactly. Mikey,
Hello.
we've got kind of an impromptu game set up for tonight, right?
Oh.
You tell us a word in Scottish and we've got to guess what it means in English.
Let me just load up Google.
I did not know any.
I do, but I want to really go deep dive and see how this goes.
Oh, see, because I used to have a Scottish ex, right? So I kind of know a couple of things. Like, I'm pretty sure a Dougie's a shit, is it?
What?
A Dougie is a shit.
I would just say shite.
Aye, but in Glasgow, they've gone for a Dougie, aren't they?
If that's what they do in Glasgow, I don't want it.
Oh, by the way, Mikey, I do apologise that Marty said you were a Glasgow Rangers fan. I knew better.
Oh, that's deeply insulting, that.
It is, isn't it? Do you know what, Mikey? I was like, what? No, Mikey's from Dundee. Mikey's a proper fan. Supports his local club.
I was going to say, it's the same as you two supporting Sunderland. You could support Man City, Man United, but you've thought, no, I hate myself. They look good.
Mikey, that's exactly what I said after when Steve said, no, Mikey's a firm believer if you support where you come from. I was like,
well, not you went, what a mug supporting Dundee United when you could have Rangers.
Mikey, you know what he's like. Ignore him. Look, listen to this podcast back. I said, look, I totally agree. You've got to support the club where you're from. Like, no matter how shit they are.
Oh, God, we spent 4 years in the second division of Scottish football. Would you think League One's bad?
We spent 3 years.
Mikey. We just won a trophy, mate.
Wait a minute. On our first season in the lower leagues, we won the Iron Brew Cup, which is the Scottish Challenge Cup, which is basically the same as the Papa John's Trophy.
Did you feel good about it?
Pizza afterwards, though.
What?
Did you get
a can of Iron Brew, didn't they?
No, our man of the match, got like a full glass bottle, but that big.
Aye, but the glass bottles are better as well, though, so...
Yeah.
Do you see the Sunderland players? I saw Grant Ledbetter going onto the train with a Papa John's pizza.
Somebody was walking in the dressing room with a Papa John pizza box afterwards. Who it was?
He actually got a free pizza.
It might be in Kimpong. He had a pizza box. Talking about the pizza box.
That's got to be the greatest competition ever.
That's the best. That's my competition. That.
I mean, it's better than what's it been before? Like checker trade. Oh, you just here's a screwdriver.
He's a wrench.
Congratulations.
That is ridiculous, isn't it? Crazy. But yeah, Mikey, we've got a couple of drinks that you picked out. The only one we didn't get was the Northern Face.
Which one? Oh, that one.
Yeah, we couldn't find it. We went at Tesco's. The one in Sunderland must be shit.
I went to Chesley Street and got it.
Well,
that is shit.
We got this one instead. Then we got Salt, ICAT, double DDH deeper, 8%, tropical and smooth.
I was looking at that. That might be one of my next ones.
You know what, Mike?
Well, do you know what, Mike? You'll get the inside scoop tonight.
Every time I go in Tesco's with my wife and my daughters, and we're looking up the beer aisle, I'll always take Amelia because she always picks some good ones out. And we've looked at Salt so many times, and we've just never picked it up. So when I showed her, I was like, "Oh, look what I've got you!" Like, "Oh, I bet that's a good drink." I was like, "Well, you'll never find out, will you?"
Well, the thing is, I was looking at a different one. So we only got Salt, Marty, because you're a wet wipe. Because I was looking at the peanut butter porter.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it.
Well, I know that because you didn't like porters, and supposedly you've never had a peanut butter sandwich either.
I don't think I have.
I haven't.
That doesn't surprise Mikey. Haggis on chips for years up there, isn't it?
No, the one person in my family that eats haggis up in Scotland is my dad, who's from South Shields.
What the fuck?
He does. He is.
That is ridiculous. That's class. Well, Mikey, what we'll do, we'll give you 15, 20 minutes to find some Scottish words.
Okay.
While you're doing that, but while we're doing that, what we'll do, Mikey, you get to choose. Do you want to start with Love and Hate or Jungle Trip?
Ooh. Let us start.
Jungle Trip.
I'm glad you said that one because we had two of them.
I'm only getting one out the fridge, but
I hope you've noticed the correlation that two of them are New England IPAs.
We have, yes.
Because of course I would.
Yeah, that's the reason.
We were fully expecting you to come in with a New England Patriots cap on, to be honest.
That's in the other room.
Well, cool.
For people who don't know, Mikey is a Glory fan. Maybe not in football, but he's went full out for the NFL.
I was. Not so much now. I'm a regular fan now.
We've got a mate in the army chat that I'm in. Ross, he's a New England Patriots fan, and I think and we were talking about the NRL because me and my mate Brewskis are really big fans of the rugby league in Australia, and we're like, who would the team have? And I was like, obviously Fruity would have the Newcastle Knights because it's Newcastle. Dave would pick the same team as me because he's my little stooge. And he goes, what about Ross? I went, I don't know, the Broncos were good a few years ago, but utter shit now. Same as the Patriots, innit?
But the thing is, if you'd asked me how are you thinking the season's going to go, if you asked me last week, I'd have been like, meh, it'll be all right. You asked me today going, actually, I think it might be pretty good.
Nah, not really, because you still got Cam Newton throwing the ball.
Yeah, but there's all these... The thing is, the only reason I'm not buying into rumours of going for Garoppolo or Watson is what do you do with Newton once you've got them?
Trade him to the team that you sent getting Garoppolo for Watson from.
The thing is, if Nick Caserio trades Watson to the Patriots, he's gone.
Yeah,
he's only been in the job 5 minutes, but he'll be gone.
Ex-New England Patriots as well.
Yeah.
Comes into Houston and just rips them from the inside back to the Patriots, then says, I'm quitting, and goes back and takes a job with the Patriots again.
I mean, Patricia did that in a way with the Lions.
They just took all the shit from New England, didn't they? Up the wage, the people didn't want on the wage bill. Patricia got the Lions, tap these, Trey Flowers, take them away.
Oh, well. So, this is your podcast. You tell me how we do this.
Well, what we'll do, Mikey, is that we pour this shit out, right? And then we'll get pissed.
Sounds lovely to me. I'm off tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow. It's fine.
I am.
I am not. I have a Saturday off.
However, last Saturday, when I couldn't remember our conversation, I was...
Oh, yeah. Marty, midweek, completely forgot that the discussion we had on the group chat, the group call at the evening.
He's a liability, Mikey.
Like I said, it's not like I forgot. It just kind of just shifted out of my head.
No, mate, you were pissed. It's not like you forgot. You just never knew.
I didn't retain that information to forget. I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Mikey, this is what I've got to work with, mate. This is who I'm in 50% partnership with.
But Mikey, as you're a massive follower of the page, and so you know what we do. The can is done. We'll review the can. Not as heavy on these shows, but we'll review the can, see what it's like. We'll drink it, and like Steve said, we'll just get absolutely drunk most of the time. So
I think with cans, I look at it the same way as I kind of looked at like graphic novels. You look at it, you open it up. If the art is nice, you go in further. That's just weird and wonderful, and I just thought, I'm going to pick that up.
Yeah. I think mine and your graphic novels are slightly different. Mine's porn mags.
Mikey's graphic novel is like that wifey over there with that half-eaten face, where Steve's would be like...
Is that the Joker?
Yeah, from a Batman graphic novel that is actually there.
We can't see that one.
That's because it's just on a shelf.
All right.
I thought you were like pointing something that was gonna like the duck from above, like shooting stars.
I was just gonna drop down.
I mean, the production values I bring are not quite that high.
Yeah, but you could definitely be our young Jamie.
You could like.
Have you?
Oh,
no, he might not know. Have you ever seen Joe Rogan podcast?
No.
Right.
Well, he's this nerd, right? Young Jamie. I'm only joking, Mike. He's not
what young Jimmy is? Young Jimmy is the tech guy.
Oh.
If they're chatting, if me and Steve were chatting now, and we're like, argument's sake, talking about the 1960 World Cup, 1962 World Cup, and now we're going
66 World Cup we're going because we won that one.
If we're going 66 World Cup and we're chatting about the England win, and we're going, oh, did you see that clip there? And we're like, Jimmy, Mikey, put that shit up, and then you put that clip into the video for us, so everybody would know what we're chatting about. So you're that guy that pulls all the stuff up.
Is that just because I've got like a bookcase full of shit behind me?
No, because you've already got a microphone, right? Yes. And you've got it looks like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I believe that you could be our young Jimmy.
This is going to be how nerdy is. I got this microphone because I started playing D&D with my friends from concert regularly, week in, week out.
What's D&D?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
But why wouldn't you just use like a normal gaming headset?
Because this is easier. I'm not hops with my Beats by Dre.
And if Dre wants to send me some, because they need replacing, I'll be very happy. I will give you free advertisement for the product.
It's not quite the sponsorships you're used to.
Nah. Look, Quinny's Auto was.
we actually turned down a partnership the other day. Did you see the messages from the t-shirt company?
Yeah.
The branding. They were like messaging, chatting away to us, saying like, "Oh look, we want you to be like an ambassador for us. Like we'll give you these t-shirts and stuff, just like promote them on." And I was like, "Look, I think your brand's mint. It's got some really good designs and stuff, but it's just not our market. It's not what we're going to go down. The only brand that we want to vet is our own.
Yeah.
I don't want to vet somebody else's brand." So I was like, "Thanks, but no thanks." So like,
is that what you said? Then we'll just want to rep our own brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
You've got to think about number one.
Bridges.
No, that's what I said. I was like, look, I think your brand's mint. I think the designs of your clothing is fast, but it's not our market. Like we want to vet our own for now. But yeah, that's what I was.
Do you want a collaboration?
That's it.
And design one with our logo on there as well, then.
Mm-hmm. But at the moment, like we just want to focus on us and our branding.
Right, we're going to crack this open, boys.
Yeah, good. Yes. I think the can. I'm going to give the can a 10 because
I'll give the can a 10. It's a beauty can. Like, it's very good. The artwork.
Because this is my first one, I'll go 8. I don't want to go too high on the can, but it is a nice can.
But now, Mikey, you picked it.
Yeah, just because I picked something doesn't have to mean I have to love it.
And it's got the word New England on it.
It does.
It's an 11.
It's the best can in the world.
Just your average IPA smells sweet. It's very sweet.
Smells like a pale ale should. From my experience.
That's it. Did you say this was your first time doing this? How am
I mean, it's not my first time. Right. This is what I've been wanting to say. I'm not a bar. I've never worked in the bar, so this might be shit.
Didn't worry about it. Me and Marty's never worked in a bar, and we're betting fruity. They look at that. That is look. Oh, look at Marty! Look at Marty! Get it up there! Get it up there! Marty, lift it up!
Come on,
lift it up, Marty! Lift it up! Lift it up!
I'm having technical issues. What was that?
Lift it up!
Right, clip this. We need to send this to Applegarth instantly.
Yeah, but the difference is I wasn't instantly bragging about how great I can pour a drink.
Oh, that was it, wasn't it?
Like I said, I was
trying to give him help you, like Applegarth, you need to. I know how to pour a drink. I work in a pub.
I was listening to that in the car on my way home from work, and I was like,
I need to see this video.
Yeah, it was like I need to watch this.
It was absolutely like I was creased. I was dying, me.
That's a good pour, that Mikey.
Why is
have you poured in a pint glass?
Yeah. It's actually a bigger glass than I thought.
Quite lovely. Oh, it's nice, that.
A nice drink, isn't it? It's a nice drink.
Ooh.
Very cheeky.
I was gonna say, it kind of hits you a split second after you drink it.
Like you're not a massive IPA and dry hop fan, are you, Mike? You don't normally drink that many of them.
No, Tenants
No.
all the way.
Basically the only reason I started getting into IPAs and stuff is the 4-packs you get or the 330s you get in Tesco, 2 for £9. I'm like, well, I have to try that now.
Do you get your discount? Do you get busy? Yeah, I'll get in there. Why not buy us the drinks?
Why did we buy a what? Wait, they know us? Like we've got hookups all out, haven't we, when we come to like supermarkets and shops for beers.
Aye.
It's class.
Your ma.
My ma, Mikey.
Our
discounts we have, our partnerships with Siren.
That explains the little kick to it. Grapefruit citrus flavors.
Yeah, probably does. That's exactly what it is.
That explains Jungle Trip as well.
I think it's a nice drink. It's a really nice, catchy drink. I could drink a few of them.
I could definitely drink a few of these on the Deccan.
Definitely.
Aye. Middle of summer after training, once you get home.
Right, well, I've been building some Deccan, Mikey, today.
Oh. Hopefully your own, by the sounds of it, or you're not just going to burp.
I know what I broke into next doors and bought loads of Deccan gear and decided to just start putting Deccan up in his back garden.
Oh, you know what? He's gone up. Shite, I'm going to do. He's gone up before mine.
No, me and the missus last October November got a new patio done, and we haven't been able to use it yet. So the first chance we get, we're going to be out there with cans. Her on the gin.
Well, see, Mikey, I'll be out there with the cans, but I've also got the pizza oven now.
Oh.
So I might whip myself up a nice pepperoni and mozzarella.
We've got a gas barbecue out the back.
Oh, Mikey, get out of it. Let's get rid of them now. Gas barbecue. Might as well fucking cook it in the oven.
I don't have pots of money to buy proper barbecues.
The cheaper, normal barbecues are cheaper.
Barbecue cheaper than the gas barbecue.
You can bring it up with my missus. She was the one that bought it. Way before I even moved
there you go. Mikey's trying to pass the book now, isn't he?
Go get it. We'll have this out right now. Go get it.
She's out.
How's she out? You're not allowed to go out, Mike, with lockdown?
Her family. Bubble.
It doesn't matter. You didn't live alone. You kind of have a bubble with somebody else.
With
you're her bubble.
Bubble with one other household.
No, you can't.
No, only if you live by yourself.
The rules changed so much.
That's it. It's on here on the rent book, so they're not paying full council tax.
Coming on there, Mikey.
Oh, no. We are paying full council tax because she complained that it went up when I moved in.
I just got out to brutal, like, where.
I hate it, like, you own your house and you got to pay the council.
I hate it.
I hate the council. They do now for me.
Didn't they now, man, the bastards?
They take the bins away, once every 2 weeks?
Once every 2 weeks? Like, we had 2 bins when we moved in this house, right? And it was class because a family of 5, we fill like our bin up in 1 week. Like, need from it all. So we had the second bin to fill them up.
Loads of takeaway boxes.
Aye. That was before I started using the blue bin. But out the back and one up, there's number 20, but it's like square or something else. And they nicked our bin. So now they've got 2 and we've got 1.
Why not make it back?
Flip the tables. Now they're like chaining up on the night time, the bastards.
Cut the chain.
I don't know why around here the bin men are round and picked up the bins before 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. You have to be quick to get out.
Whoa. You put out night before, man, Mikey.
Sometimes I'll get home from work. We'll be like, should we put the bin out? I'll get round to that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, what I do, Mikey, when I get in from work, I just, like, before I enter the house, I just get the bin out. And just up the little bit of garden way, and then it's like it's a 1 minute. It's not even a minute job. It's a 20-second job.
I don't even know. Our bins get emptied on a Tuesday, so the days I've been off on the days I've been off on a Tuesday, I've obviously had a lie in. The kids have gone to school. She's gone to work, and there's been like 11:15, 11 o'clock. I've heard that bin man coming up the street. I'm like, shit, I'm running out the back door with my fucking dressing gown on, pull that bit out there. It's like, can I move
got bare duds on underneath.
Aye, that's it. Just one on lower.
I must say, I think I've done that before. You're like running to get it out on time.
Well, the bit like I missed him, and he was going back down the cul-de-sac, and I was tapping my bin down. I was like, mate, get this bin, will you? And I was like, she'll kill us. Took it a wheel, like, what a guy.
What? You didn't want the missus angry at you? Oh, not your missus.
Yeah.
I've never met her, but I don't. If she's gonna get angry at you for the bin, I don't want to know.
Mate, she's an absolute ball breaker. I've seen her break balls of innocent bystanders.
She's an absolute fucking I would like I said, Mikey, we've got like me, the wife, and the 3 kids, and that we fill that green bin in 1 week. So by week 2, we're putting bin bags outside. So if that was 4 weeks, fucking hell, it would look like a skip. It would look like a landfill.
I suppose we were fine. We're a household of 2, so it's up like every 2-3 weeks.
I
really.
put bin bags in next door's bin. I put them in out the back's bin. I put them in the bin that took our bin extra bin. They're gone all over the place.
So if you ever wonder why the neighbours are looking at you
and
like
stealing you a bin, they steal you a bin because you fill it in theirs anyway.
Well, I would not do if they didn't tap me bin offers.
Well, let's be honest, Marty. In that 2 weeks time frame there, I'm guessing there'll be at least 8 pizza boxes in there.
Aye, obvious. No, I said we use the blue bin now, so the blue bin gets empty every 2 weeks, every alternative week.
All right, so we'll talk about the blue bin. Obviously, there's a lot of cans because we drink about 8 every fucking Friday.
Cans and bottles full it up, aye.
And 8 fucking pizza boxes.
There's a few in like.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Mikey. I remember when I lived in Scotland, right?
Okay.
This is how monstrous it is in Scotland, right? So I got a kebab pizza, right, Marty? Do you know what it is? A margarita pizza, and they just put the kebab meat on top of the pizza.
No,
no. I'm not a fan of kebab, but I think you could at least. So
pizza cheese on it.
The idea is like you could tomato sauce, cheese, kebab, then a layer of cheese on top, and it's in it. That would sound a little bit more appetizing.
Well, that's what we have it down
Not
here.
a little, Mikey, like a million times. That's how it should be done.
He's saying that Mikey's with us on this one, Mike. I think.
Yeah.
I think you're misunderstanding here.
It's just more
appetizing.
Yes. It doesn't just look. Yeah.
Because the problem is you got it like that, right? And then the pizza slice drops and the kebab meat just falls off.
Aye. You cannot have a cheese and tomato pizza with kebab. That's not a kebab pizza. No. You might as well get a margarita and a tray of kebab meat.
What that is somebody trying to make a kebab pizza at 4 a.m. in their own house, pissed as fuck. That's what that is.
That was me.
You probably.
This guy.
What that is just the Scottish. Always got to fuck things up. Like we call it cheesy chips, them chips and cheese.
Aye, you know what I mean? Chips and cheese, mate. It's always chips and cheese.
No, it's not. You don't put the cheese on first. I mean, you don't put the chips in first. Like, you put the chips, like... I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, I'm not. Thank fuck for that, because I had no idea where you were going either. I think that head's getting to your head.
No. But anyways, have you got any Scottish words, Mikey?
I'm looking. So, here's the first one. Doolally.
Crazy. Nuts.
Yeah, not the full shilling.
Yeah. We use that now. That's one bit doolally.
Simple one. Bulk.
What?
Bulk. B-O-K-E.
Bulk. A book.
No. B-O-K-E.
Bulk. How's that simple? Book.
No.
Bulk.
Walk?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Mikey.
Gag or vomit?
Get over here. Shut up.
Here's one, and it's one my mum loves to say. Haver.
Haver?
Fat person.
H-A-V-E-R. No.
That's heaven, you fat heifer.
We just probably call you a fat person. We're simple like that. It's direct.
Mikey, you can swear this is an explicit show. We'd kick that.
Yeah.
Here's one. Here's a clue. Haver is something you two do every podcast.
Banter.
Get pissed.
No, that would be bluttered.
No, blotted, yeah.
I would wait there. Tell us what it is, Mikey. Banter, is it?
Haver is to talk nonsense.
Yeah. That's
Hey!
good. Yeah. I wouldn't say every podcast.
No.
But
Only 1 year on.
I was watching something the other day, right, on social media, and it was American English versus English. So this American lad, the English lad in America, was telling his American missus like English terms about getting like pissed, and he's like, "We're gonna get absolutely slaughtered at the party tonight." And she went, "Slaughtered?" He's like, "Oh, you're gonna get pissed." She's like, "Does that mean piss?" He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Look, you can pretty much use any word that's ed on the end to describe piss." He's like,
Gazeboed.
Eh?
Gazeboed.
He said it's it. He said anything works. Trolleyed, slaughtered, smashed, rat arse, pissed, whatever. He just nailed off a lot. Like, and then he goes, but if you're in Newcastle, he went, fucking mortal. And I was like, it's so funny, man. And it was mad how he come out with. I was like, but it's true. Anything with ed on, you can describe to get steaming.
And Mikey, so I think we're getting 1 out of 3 there, aren't we?
So, here's one. Canny.
Good.
Good eye.
See, that's not the canny. The way that the canny they've got is not the one I would use. The one they've got is the way you would use it.
Yeah, it's canny good. It's decent. It's canny. Like
Whereas I would use it in the same the same ways as like
cannot.
Yeah, as cannot. Like canny.
Canny do it.
I can't do it.
Basically, the 3 words that work into that are couldn't, wouldn't, shouldn't.
I just don't have the poor.
I just can't do it. I do, isn't it? It's so
when did Scotty come from Sunderland? Poor.
I just don't have the poor. That's how fruity would say it.
Oh.
So are they the only ones you got, right? You got any more?
Blether.
Leather.
Blether.
Is that pissed as well?
No.
I don't know.
Would you like a clue?
Yeah.
Aye.
We're having a right good blether.
Oh, chit chat.
Chit chat.
Blether is chit chat.
Oh. See, I was thinking more like dirty ones, me like ball bag.
Here's a fun one. Ken.
No, K-N-O-W, no.
Yeah.
You told me that one the other day.
The ex in the family used to always use, because from the borders of Scotland, the ken what I mean. I hated it, me.
I mean, around here it's nah.
You sound like Quinny when you say that.
Nah. Tube. I think this. Know how I would use it.
What do you say?
Tube.
Idiot, arsehole, bellend. He's a tube in.
To be honest, I would do a tube if the way I would use it is if every time somebody asks, say it in work, the boss asks somebody to do everything and they just drop it the hat, I'd be like, you're a tube.
Like, you're a Jobsworth. Absolute fucking brown.
Do gooder.
Yeah.
See, but tubed, I think it's the arseholes, the idiots, the wankers.
This just says idiot, but I would use it as like, so Egypt. This is a simple one. Egypt.
Idiot.
Yeah. The Egypt. It's not. It's a weird spelling. E-double-E-J-I-T.
Egypt.
Or is it J-I-T?
Egypt.
Jai.
Right. According to the Guardian, 50 Scottish slang words translated for.
Oh, well, on the Guardian.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be proper something posh.
Oh, actually no. Scotsman. Sorry.
Oh.
These are the good ones.
Pure dead brilliant.
Great.
It's a saying.
Good. Really good.
If you put pure before anything,
proper good.
That's very good. It's like proper and down here. It's like pure brilliant. Like.
Oh, I think I've got technical difficulty. See you, lads.
No, I can hear you. Good.
I can see you.
Oh, years it just went all fucking. Oh, my internet connection unstable, a bit like me, innit?
Here's one. It's a saying, Hud your wished.
What?
Hud your wished.
Hold on.
No.
No. I thought wait, hold on a second.
What was it? Sorry, I had unstable internet. Can you say that again, Mikey? Sorry.
Hud your wished.
Calm down.
No.
Shut
up. Shut up. Shut up.
Have you wish?
Shut up.
Hud your wished is shut up.
Just say shut up. Do you know what? I hate it when they make a phrase like that, which is longer than the actual phrase that it's doing. Like, shut up. You know what I mean? Shut up is easier to say.
Class that, isn't it?
Patch.
Patched.
If you've been, aye.
Like,
Patch or to be patched.
Upcoming.
No.
Promoted.
No.
You're being patched in. Accepted.
No. To be ignored. You've been patched.
I was the other scale.
But the thing is,
Mate, I was thinking Sons of Anarchy. Yeah.
I wasn't rather It's been fucking patched in.
I wouldn't use patched. I'd use rubbered. You've been rubbered there.
Be rubbered.
Rubbered. Like you've been ignored.
Unbelievable, Jeff. But I missed it. It's 2-1 Leeds.
Oh, wait there. Is
Against
Jeff there, is he? Jeff there?
Wait, against who?
Fulham.
Fuck Fulham, then. Sorry.
Oh, he's a Newcastle fan, isn't he? Fulham, you bastards.
I thought you would realise that Fulham losing wasn't good. Thing is, like I said to my best mate from down here, who's a Mackham, I want the derbies to come back, and I don't. I want them to come back because that would be good. I don't want them to come back because that means we've been relegated.
And that means
you'll get beat.
What? And the thing is, I think Sunderland could probably beat us with the way we are now.
Not Mike. Not probably. There's no probability about it.
I mean, the one thing I'd be fascinated is our centre backs against Charlie Wyke. That would be fun. That would just be fun.
That would be great for Charlie Wyke.
The only thing that saddens me is if it happened right now, Alan St. Maximin wouldn't literally just get to run through people.
No, Max Powell would wipe him straight out.
Luke O'Neill would absolutely buckle him at centre half.
The fact is, like, every time you watch a game, you just watch Alan St. Maximin going, just timing from how long it takes him.
You know what? It must be shite to be a Newcastle fan because you've got St. Maximin, like, he's a good player, but he's got nothing around him.
As I said in I can't remember. Must have been a group call with Hops was like, as I was saying, there's a good squad there. There's a reasonable squad there that shouldn't be doing. But no. That can, if managed by somebody reasonable.
No.
I need manager could get out of that squad.
No. You've got good individual players. A few good individual players. It's not a good squad.
What's annoying is we seem to be good. There's either we can have a reasonable defense or have our front three, but anything in between that is just John Joe Shelby appearing to do absolutely nothing.
Oh, Marty, can you tell Mikey the little nugget you told me earlier about Charlie Wyke?
Oh, listen, Mikey. So in the 2020-21 season, as it is now, Newcastle United have scored 28 goals in all competitions. Charlie Wyke has a sole striker in all competitions, has scored 27 goals.
Do you see? Right. Now, this is the thing, right? Against who? Part-time plumbers.
Hey, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. Fair enough.
That's who you score them against, does it?
That's one of those things you've got to say is like, when no matter what, like you can only beat who you're up against.
Well, that's it. And you just couldn't beat Brentford, who's in the Championship.
That I was gonna say that was Brentford's B team. That was annoying.
If you look at the likes of Messi hasn't scored. I don't think as many goals as Charlie Wyke in this calendar year.
See, the day we played Brentford, I was leaving work while the game was on. My old boss put a voicemail going, Imagine losing to fucking Brentford, and I just text him. It was 0-0 at that point, and I went, just watch us. Because you know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm
listening.
There's just... I can't even be arsed watching them sometimes these days.
Do you know what it is, right?
I sit down and watch them, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
You know what it is, right? He's talked about Charlie White against this and the other, but hey, I've never seen Lionel Messi score against Accrington.
No. But the thing is, right?
On a cold Wednesday night.
But the thing is, you know, what I would dream of is we give Callum Wilson the same service your players give Charlie White.
This is what
That's what we need. You buy Callum Wilson, you buy Ryan Fraser, you have Almiron, and no service.
Yeah. Me and Hobbs had this conversation the other day. Like, Charlie White last season, we never played.
Even the season before under Jack Ross.
Mikey, I think your missus in that house because the light just gone on behind you.
The light was already on.
It was already on, Marty.
I might not have seen it on, but I just got a bit light.
I think you've seen the shadow walking past.
Might have been. I've seen something. But yeah, anyways, carry on. What were we saying?
About they never played to Charlie White's strengths.
Yeah, they didn't. They literally, like, put it anywhere near him. They wouldn't cross it into the box. They wouldn't cross it in for him. And then, obviously, McGeady's came back and thought, you know what? He's fucking 6'5". Let's get the cunt put in the box for him.
The only game of Newcastle's where I can say we've done the same thing was Everton away. It's like, all of a sudden, you pass the ball towards where your striker is, and he gets 2 goals. It's like simple rock. It's like simple.
Last season,
not rocket science, is it?
We were very critical of White last season watching him play at the stadium because his hold-up play was extremely poor. But then again, if you look on the flip side, it's probably because he had nobody else around him. So you'd pass it in, but then you'd have to hold the ball for 10 seconds before somebody got near him to pass it off. But now he's always got them players around him. So
when us were playing under Phil Parkinson, we were playing like a 5-2-3-1, right? So like Charlie White was a lone striker against like 2 or 3 centre backs. And like Charlie White, you could be the greatest holder of the ball in the world, but if you got 3 people surrounding you, got no chance.
That's it, isn't it?
And this is how I look at it. I want Northeast football to do well.
Well, that's all right. Mikey, you're from the outskirts, so it's all right for you to say that. But we're from the crux. I hope Newcastle got into administration.
That's just how
you never know. It would be an actually thing to happen if it did.
And you know what? We've got one of the greatest. I love our new owner.
Yeah, same.
He's what we need. He's what somebody who
you can't have him. You can't have him. We've got him.
Fuck off, right? We got him first. You got your chance with them.
Oh no. That was my first thought when he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy this club." I'm like, just look, 10 miles up the road.
Right. He's seen our history and he thought, right, they're a big club. We're going for them.
Did you see what he put on his Instagram the other day on Instagram Live after we won the Papa John's trophy?
I don't follow him.
Follow him, mate. It's quite good. He doesn't really post it. He puts it on mostly on live. And he actually put a picture of Rach Carter with the FA Cup saying, this is the history we want to bring back. Did I
hear that Donald had the balls to beat in the stadium?
I seen him.
Yeah.
He was
over the moon.
I was furious. I seen him, I was absolutely raging. I was fucking furious.
When I thought that's like, you did nothing for the club apart from hire a person who was an idiot.
A couple of idiots.
No, it was that. It must have been Series 2. Yeah, Series 2, when it was the lead up to the Bradford game at home. When he was complaining at his staff, were like, right, we need to get it sold out. They get it sold out, and he fires them.
That was Meffrin, that.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Donald hired an idiot.
Oh well, Meffrin, he's got shares in the club.
It's only small shares now, but it's not mega.
He's an absolute nutcase.
He's you know what? Like when that second season come out, like he wanted the place to be buzzing, he wanted it to be rocking. But I think by the end of the season, it took me
through them.
I was like, I didn't want it anymore. He lost it because it wasn't an instant success. He's like, right, nah, it's too much hard work.
That's the thing, is like the way Sunderland is now, going for instant success shouldn't be the way you do it. You should build it. And fair enough. Look now, you could be in the Championship next season.
What do you mean could be?
We will
be.
We will
yes.
be.
Will we play in years?
But no, that's the way it's going. If we stay up, it's going to be the big.
Unbelievable, Jeff! Fulham 2-2.
Go on, Fulham!
Nah, I'm only joking.
I was going to say, but I don't know. I can't predict day in day out, week in week out what Newcastle are going to do, other than be dog shit.
I think.
Do you know what it is, right? Everyone goes on about Steve Bruce, and everyone goes on like, "Oh, Benitez was this, that, and the other, the dog's bollocks." He wasn't. He had done the exact same tactics as Steve Bruce.
The football under Rafa wasn't good. It wasn't.
It was absolutely shite. Rafa Benitez and Steve Bruce has realised that to win games at Newcastle, you've got to be tight at the back and try and sneak a 1 or 2-0 win.
Benitez's last season, Man City at home, perfect prop of that. You're like 1-0 down after 70 minutes. Here we go, lads. And then they went for it and got a win. I don't know. This is why I'm glad I've got a team, support a team that is Newcastle.
This is so Rafa Benitez and Steve Bruce. Rafa Benitez's last season, Steve Bruce's first season.
Same points.
They had the exact same points, were in the exact same position, pretty much the exact same goals they fought and against. It's not the manager.
And in both seasons, they were unbeaten at home against Man City.
It's not the manager for Newcastle.
No.
It's you spend money on shit like we did for years.
It's no investment. It's really...
It's top down. Investment. It's literally from players to owner. There's just...
It's throughout the club.
But the thing is...
Joe Linton.
Yeah.
The worst Brazilian since Stevie Wonder tried to shave his wife.
The thing is, in other Northeast clubs... Other clubs...
Might be like, nah, I'm not having this one. No, we're going to chat on.
Yeah. I think in other clubs in the Northeast, there seems to be chat, by the looks of it, that fans can see progress. Like Sunderland. For God's sake, even Middlesbrough aren't that as bad as us.
Middlesbrough's not kicking our ass off the fucking playoffs.
Yeah. But the thing is, so like, even, and then you look down in the pyramid, I think, was it Carlisle? Even Carlisle, and if you're talking the North, even Carlisle are going for the prayer.
Yeah.
They're going
Hartlepool's up there, aren't they?
Yeah. Hartlepool, Harrogate are holding their own. But who's there stinking it all up right at the top of the pyramid?
Leeds.
Ruining it for everyone else.
Leeds.
I'm
out in the moon. I had Patrick Bamford one shot on target, won 20 quid. That'll do me.
What a great
Scored.
Night.
He's probably the most surprised story of this year's Premier League. Patrick Bamford, Premier League super striker by the sounds of it.
I think Bamford would always score goals. I just think it's, again, there's just something about him. I just didn't put us off him.
What is it?
He plays for Leeds.
Aye. The poshy.
Do you know what, Reed? I read an interview with him. I didn't know where these rumours have come from. That I'm posh. Like me, Dars like a fucking grew on a council estate. I grew on a council.
You got the boys.
Money. He's like, hey, we had no money when I was younger, but everything because I speak a little bit posh and like I've got a name Patrick Bamford. Everyone thinks I'm a fucking Dars a millionaire. He's like, I'm not like that.
Well, that was a nice beer. Let's chat about the next one.
Oh, 2 seconds.
Oh, big dog.
That I will lovingly model.
From vocation, love and hate. There's been
this is what I've been wanting to try because I've been seeing their brand. I think they've got love and hate, and there's a green one. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, there's a few from vocation.
I've had the I think it's just the blue one I had. The 30 milliliter can.
My work stocks the green one and then the bigger, just this one.
I didn't say I got from you, work, mate.
This is at 7.2%. This bad boy as well.
I know, Hops, we don't let riffraff in my store, so.
Tropical.
Oh, you get in there.
I'll work there, it's fine.
Tesco's is at the top of the bank, isn't it, Mikey? Your
Yep.
Tesco at the top of the bank.
Right at the top of the hill.
The extra one.
Aye. I won't tell you what days I'm in.
It's definitely not a Sunday.
Definitely not a Sunday.
Saturdays always.
I know, Sundays I've got other places to be, i.e. Chester Park, running around like a lunatic after a bloody sprinter.
Nah, Jamie.
I mean,
enjoy that, Mikey.
Yeah, that's the thing. You commented it on one of the podcasts, and I'm just sitting going, you don't know, guy. You don't know.
Was it Marty saying I could probably defend him?
No, I didn't say that.
The thing is, right?
When
I'm chasing Jamie, bloody Marty's trying to get the quarterback, and Hops is putting a defensive lineman on his backside. Hopefully, if he's done his job right.
Always.
Who'd you normally line up against if we do our base defense against your base offense?
I'm normally on the linebacker if they're rushing.
Right?
So yeah, because
my linebacker is normally Presbo, Bell, or
the other side of me.
Someone on the left side.
I'm sure you. I was gonna say I'm sure you're usually like Dan Box, because he's usually the closest linebacker to be.
I'm right guard, so I'll be picking up someone. So what's he called? Gareth is the centre, so he'll take Bingham or the DT. The two tackles will tap the D ends, Joel and Benson or whoever it is, and I'll probably pick up if they're rushing. If we're running, I'll go to the second level and probably take somebody like Johnny Cant or Presbo Bell or Dan Box, somebody like that. But
or the one you really want, Ely.
Oh, Ely's on the other side of me. I'm gutted. I'm looking for Ely on his arse. Ely the Eagle. I love Ely, me though.
Great bloke, great bloke.
Like I remember me and Phil were doing this thing where like you had to, like you were there and then to say like 3-1, so you had to go like that, and like 1-3 was like that, and 2-2 was in the middle. And if you fucked it up, you had to do press ups, and they would have fucked me and Phil Ely never got caught. That were fucking. I think we'd done the wrong one about 4 times, but no one saw us. I'd have just thought, yeah, we expected from them too.
my least favorite sessions was not the session where I had to do about like 40 press ups, because it was like miss this catch and you have to do press ups. I was like,
no, Mikey, you rubbish at catching.
No, it was when they put the DBs at punt returns, because that was a fun idea.
Phil Applegarth, I've got the best hands in the team.
No, it was me. It was me, Applegarth, and I think Macaulay. And when we came back to the group, Bingham went, "Your dreams of being a punt returner are dead," and I went, "Fine by me."
I think I'm second string punter.
Second string kickoff as well.
Anything to kick the ball, I'm second string.
I'm sure it's like, in terms of kicking, is it not like, is it you behind Dave or is it Nathan?
No, me behind Dave.
Behind Dave.
Me behind Dave.
Marty's a striker man on footy.
Because as Marty said in Quinny's podcast, we don't really speak in practice ever.
That's it. No, we don't. Like if it wasn't for pints and me like these, I don't think I'd have spoke to you, because I don't think I've spoke to you in training, because
I speak to Hops because he's usually there first, and I've spoke to him on a couple of Wednesdays.
Yeah. I just think when we train, like, we're just out the way of each other to chat.
I usually get Cant, Ely, Ant, Applegarth. That's
the thing is as well, it's like we've done these groups of 6 as well, hasn't helped last year, did it?
That's it, and that's it. Like, we've just been separated from doing it, which is mad. But yeah, I love it, mate. Can't wait to start playing again.
Well, I'm tight end now, aren't I? Mikey seen the pace.
It's not the pace. It was the nimbleness of the feet that fucked me. I was not expecting that.
Hey,
you get away from Mikey, did you?
He did.
Yes.
and then he bragged about it to Quinny months ago.
What happened was I done a stutter step, so I ran up and I stuttered and Mikey bit on it and I just went past him.
Oh, Mikey. After he scat him down the river.
I'll tell you what though.
Was that not like flag football at the end of the day? So I was done.
It
I was done.
aye.
Like,
I'll tell you what though. Phil Applegarth, when he was gobbing off yesterday on Instagram, and I was like, hang on a minute, he goes, oh, if that was me at DB, I'd have caught the ball when the guy like was jumping backwards and he like got his hand on it, but it went down. The defensive back and Applegarth was like, oh, I'd have done that. And I was like, well, Phil, can we not remember when Jamie snapped your ankles on a player? Like, Jamie ran, turned to do it, Applegarth bit like a motherfucker, and then Jamie just turned and ran up, and Applegarth was just stood there in no man's land.
Aye, of course, Fish picks a play where I look fucking stupid. Because the thing is, the throw wasn't to who I was covering anyway, but I still look crap because I'm about 5 yards behind the bloke. But it was a Wednesday practice. It doesn't mean shit.
Well, Mikey, you were there for the underthrow, weren't you?
The underthrow?
Aye, so if Fish underthrew, you'd have caught it. That's what you were there for. It was never. You could have jumped up and pranged it away, mate. That was perfect coverage in my eyes.
My last play before the first lockdown happened was I was covering Glenn, go round, he comes short, it tips off him. I go to try and dive for it and get low to it, bounces off my like biceps and on the floor. I was so annoyed.
How did you miss it by that far?
It would have been like a perfect pick. But
it weren't. He looked like a perfect prick instead.
Like if I get a pick in training, I think Dave or Scott will just go home.
This guy got
Mikey, if you get a pick in training, right, and it's red versus blue, I'm going to wipe you straight out from the blind side.
You want to fucking clean me when I got a pick? I've had one through mine when I picked one off and then I just
that's why what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pick there and just go to the opposite side of the field. No, to be honest, it would just be like Hopper behind the line like fucking Jaws.
Did it.
I literally picked one from 1-4 that got thrown my way, and I was like, what do I do? I was like, I didn't know.
You just stood still?
I just stood still. I thought, is it just dead game? And then fucking Hops come to like, so Trump, he's got it clean, is he? I was like,
well, I was playing tight end one night, and you got the you stood still and that. I was like literally in the Phil Ely mode. I was playing contact at that.
I was like, it's touch football. He's got a fucking clean as I chucked it away. I was like, then what this?
I recovered the fumble.
I was like, it's touch football. What we did?
But it doesn't help that when we're playing touch football, whether it be in training, no one has any idea what the actual rules are.
Well, Phil Ely doesn't. Phil Ely.
Like, touched him, but
I did touch him. I tackled him.
Not really. Wait, let's pour this beer. Love and hate by vocation.
What do you think of the cans, lads?
I think it's fascinating. I think the colour scheme of it is mint.
Simple.
Do you know what I like? I like? It's on the back, the little love heart with the fucking arrow through it.
Yeah. Oh. I think obviously in the front of the can you've got a little fucking Cupid, and then on the bottom you've got the lion or whatever it is.
It's a panther in it.
Aye, panther, something like that.
I mean, you've got to describe love and hate somehow.
Yeah, that's it, innit? You can't put a fucking Cupid in the misses on there, can you?
So it's a hazy golden colour, peach and mango aroma, juicy citrus taste.
I would say I'm sick of these mangoes, but I've been enjoying all the mangoes we've had lately.
Well, I didn't like the fucking rhubarb, I'll tell you that.
That was a mango, was it? Or the one from 2 weeks ago, last week?
The one of today?
Oh, that's doing. Look at that.
That's still a big head.
Better than what it was last one. Mikey gets it easy. He's got a fucking pint glass to pour it in.
Oh, it's looking a bit of a shocker there, Mikey, lad.
Oh, it is a bit. Yeah.
So now remember, and fucking Mikey's got a pint out of that.
But remember, I've never worked in a bar.
I suppose we can let you off with that, Mikey. You've never worked in a bar. We can let you off. We can let you off.
Oh God, Little Rich is gonna moan at me now.
Oh, lads, look at that.
That's a pour.
I am a professional.
Beautiful.
I've only, because you topped it up, you took the corn out, you took the flake out of it.
Well,
Little Richie's gonna have you alive.
not mine.
Yes.
Both of you alives.
No. Neither of you.
Marty, are you joking? You was just half and half earlier.
Neither of you are in the fitness chat, are you?
No.
He did one of the fitness challenges with his top off, and I think it was Gary called him Little Andy.
Little Andy.
Just flat like that, just a rear. Now to him.
No. He did an exercise top.
Oh yeah, because Andy Goodfella always has these top off when he's doing exercises.
Right. He has the muscle vests on, the light one. Like,
No, he just tacks them off on our group chat when he's doing these exercises. Little Andy, Little Richie. I love Little Richie, me. I love Little Richie. Do you know what that's from?
No.
Nope.
The longest yardie, what you say? He broke my nose. You look like a young Michael Jackson. I love Little Michael.
I love a Little Richie. I was like, who's he? No.
I've done it in the accent. I love Little Richie.
No, if you said it that way, I would have known, but...
No, I like this. This is nice.
It is quite nice. This
nice drink, yeah. It's a nice drink.
It doesn't taste 7.2.
No. I only picked it because, I was coming on here, so it was an excuse to go, I'll try it.
You will ask, why you got a 7.2? I'm caught on a podcast, man. It's what the D.
No. I told her that, I was buying them, and then I told her that I'd put the money for them back in the joint. I'd paid for them. It's like, it's fine. I've put my money back in. It's fine.
So, Mikey, whose was the prawn cocktail, Christians? Who's the cheese and onion?
Cheese and onion prawn cocktail.
I said you were last was better than you, Mikey.
Nah, Mikey,
I will make no bones about it. In my relationship, she's the top, and I am the floor of this house.
Oh, Mikey, whoa! Never put yourself down like that, mate.
Mikey, she won the lottery, mate. She won the lottery. That's what I'm saying.
She doesn't have to play the lottery. When she met you, she won it.
I'll tell her you said that. I'm.
Go and get her. We'll tell her now. Go and get her.
Marty's dying to get her on this fucking podcast. Jesus.
I don't need to tell her. I'll just show her the VOD later. Come here.
Yeah.
Look at this. It was, what was it? 2 hours in, this was said. Listen to this.
It was about 2 hours in. It's about 2 hours deep now, yeah. But, yeah, I'll stand with you, Mikey. Cheese on your prawn cocktail.
Well, Mikey, what is your favourite crisp flavour? That is the question.
No, because that doesn't count. If you were to have a crisp sandwich, Mikey.
No, just your favourite crisp flavour. If you go to buy a bag of crisps, and out of all the crisps in the world, and you have a bag of crisps, which one would you have? We'll get to the sandwich in a moment, Marty. We'll just go for the
I'd actually go prawn cocktail.
What, you're laughing at? You wouldn't go prawn cocktail as your number one?
No, but it's me number 2.
I was not your number one.
You know what's weird is the one that I would always try and go for, but only Asda ever sold it. Have you ever tried the tomato ketchup one?
No, Mikey, no.
When I was younger.
In the show, let's see all bye say to Mikey. Bye, Mikey.
Right. So that's Beard Brothers Brewskis, the broskis finished for this one.
You don't go tomato sauce, Chris, Mikey.
I haven't had it. Well, actually, no. Tell a lie. Barry's the wholesaler in Concert had them once. So if
Barry the wholesaler, he sounds like an absolute ramming.
Mikey, where do you lie on Worcester sauce crisps?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we only joked a second ago, but now we're being deadly serious. Say bye, Mikey.
The thing is, I think I have 4 ready salted if there's no other option.
Are you the youngest?
What? Me and her or me and my sister?
Are you the youngest out you and your sister?
No, I'm the older one.
Why would you pick ready salted?
You have first.
If there was nothing, no. If there was nothing left and I wanted some crisps and they were there, they was like, okay.
Well, I'd do that, but I wouldn't.
You don't have a choice if there's nothing.
But my 3 that I would actually go for: prawn cocktail, smoky bacon, and cheese and onion. Those are my 3.
Mine's Worcester sauce, prawn cocktail, then smoky bacon.
See, mine's cheese and onion, Worcester sauce, and probably prawn cocktail. In that order, in a sandwich as well.
So it's pretty much similar, except Mikey didn't like Worcester sauce and we didn't like cheese and onion.
Very solid.
Well, ready salt. I can't bag of ready salt.
Because
Sometimes my uncle sometimes puts actual salt in ready salt and even more saltier.
What's he doing?
Okay. Because Marty's all
Mate,
for...
he's in his 70s, I wear.
Because
what
Marty's
done back
all
then.
for getting my missus' opinion on things. Pickled onions, I think, is her favourite.
I don't mind a pickled onion crisp as long as it's in a certain thing.
No. And she agrees with you two on Worcestershire sauce. And I'm going to tell... You know how you were talking about that? Your uncle puts salt on ready salted?
Yeah.
She puts vinegars in packets of crisps. Like actual vinegar.
That is wrong. That is pure wrong. Because it'll soggy the crisp out.
I bet it's not vinegar enough for she, and she loves vinegar, just in general.
Do you know, my mum, true story, my mum will put tomato sauce on everything if she has a son.
That's me.
Would she put tomato sauce on a poached egg?
No. She. I judge her for that, but.
Don't judge my mum, Mikey. You don't know my
mum. No. What I'm saying is, I put ketchup on everything as well. I put ketchup on mashed potato once, and she looked at me like I'd walked into her living room and kicked her dog in the face.
I'd have dumped you. But see you later. No.
Do you know what I hate in Scotland is salt and sauce when you go into a chippy? Just give us salt and vinegar. Do you want salt and sauce? And I go on and think it was salt and vinegar. It was fucking brown sauce on me pie.
Oh, no, you don't do that.
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was fucking vinegar. Fucking brown sauce on me steak pie. I was gutted.
That must be a West Coast thing, because if you go to a chipper in,
I was in Edinburgh.
Is it salt and vinegar?
I was in Edinburgh, mate. Same fucking just underneath years.
Yeah, but Edinburgh's like its own little different. Edinburgh's different to everywhere else.
Salt and sauce, and obviously me and my mate Rick, we'd only been in Scotland a couple of weeks because we'd come from Cyprus. And we went to this chippy. Mate went to this chippy. It was 8:30 in the evening, and they were fucking closing shop. We're like, "What are you doing? You meant to be open till about 11 o'clock."
Prime time.
And she goes, "Oh, we've only got battered white pudding."
I actually don't mind white pudding, you know.
Battered,
not battered. We were in Jolly yesterday, and those battered crab sticks, and she went, "Oh, they're battered crab sticks." I was like, Hobbs swears by them as well, you know. But she never bought any.
Battered crab sticks are lovely, mate.
Yeah.
I'm a simpleton when it comes to a chippy. It's a fish supper and that's it.
Do you get batter on it though?
What?
Batter on your chips?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not from round here.
You don't get it. Like
but you live here now.
I don't get batter on my chips.
Well, if you get a bag of chips, you get batter on top.
No.
What's wrong with you?
So you don't go for scraps? I mean, I don't go for scraps. I don't for scraps because I'm not local, and that's just the way.
I hate batter.
Marty, we're gonna have to fucking have a word after this.
Wait a minute, you don't like batter? Wait, are you one of those weirdos that go for breaded fish?
No.
He doesn't like fish.
No.
Because if you're getting fish.
No.
Breaded fish is awful. It's got to be battered fish or no fish.
Yeah, no. When I go to chippy, I mean, fish has to be battered, obviously. But I don't like just batter, just like scraps, just put on chips. I don't like that at all.
You're a monster, Marty. Why am I in business with you?
I've been asking that same question since you started.
Be it, Mikey. I got you on the show.
Do you know what's mint, right? And I swear by it is, so you get the Jolly Fryer, right? Plug the Jolly Fryer here.
Love the Jolly, heel.
Love the Jolly. Yeah, I told you, didn't I? So anyway, you get like a tray is about a year big.
Yeah.
Folded in half, chips in one side, doner meat in the other, batter in the middle, and garlic sauce put together. Now when you're eating it, you're getting the crunch of the batter in the fucking kebab meat. Kebab crunch, brilliant.
You know the thing, I'm not the biggest fan of kebab meat, but you know what I want to try? A garlic bread special.
Yes! Yes!
Mikey, that's because of us.
Because, like, I know you say this, it's one of the Newcastle fans podcasts I listen to.
Fuck him.
No, but they always, that's one of the things they always talk about, because they all more or less live in Shields.
Yeah.
And if you listen back to their podcast, you can find the exact chippers they go to every single time.
Tell you what, Mike, what you do with it as well, you get your 12-inch, because you got to get the 12-inch, you didn't get the 10. You get your 12-inch slice of garlic bread, right? You lever that fucker up, right, with the garlic sauce, with the, what's it called? The kebab meat, chips on top, and then what you do is you roll the pizza slice and then dip it in the garlic sauce.
Like a bit of sushi, like this, you like,
aye. Then you dip it in.
I think if I ate something like that, I don't think I'd move for about 2 days.
And then what you do at the end is when you get to the, so you eat that, right, and then you get to the crust, and then there's no on the crust, so what you do is you get a bit of kebab meat, and you wrap the kebab meat round the crust, and then dip that in the garlic sauce.
Stop. Do you not eat the crust when you're eating the pizza normally?
Well, I wait until the end.
No,
so I eat a pizza slice, right?
Oh, I eat the crust.
You hold it by the crust.
No,
I know what I mean. Is I eat pizza, right? So and I get to the end of the crust, but there's no on it, so I wrap the kebab meat around it and then dip that in.
If it's not a kebab special, if it's a normal pizza, I'll fold it in half. So like when I fold it in half, I'll try to square it all the way, and then I'll get the crust. I'll dip that in the garlic, then I'll square that. Like I don't leave it till like after I've ate all the pizza slices.
No, man. I mean after you've ate the pizza slice, you've got the crust.
I've never.
And then you wrap kebab meat round the crust.
Yeah, I've never thought about doing that. That's a good way. I'm doing that tomorrow.
When you get to the crust, wrap the kebab meat round. Maybe put a chip in there, mate. Wrap the kebab meat round the chip and dip it in.
I love wrapping chips and kebab meat though.
I'm dipping it, mate. It's the best thing ever.
Different story, that.
Mikey's not really a kebab fan, are you?
Not really. It's out. The missus is a kebab fan. She loves like. There's a chip shop about 5-minute walk from her mum's. There's like a kebab meat wrap that she swears by. Eats half of it there, and saves half of it for when you open the fridge. Going, there's half a kebab.
No. The only thing you save for the next day is pizza. That's it. You don't save kebab meat for the next day.
If I get a kebab and it's too much, I'll warm it up in the microwave next day.
Nah, kebab meat alone, standalone kebab meat is no good the next day.
No, what I do, Marty, is I'll go to the chippy right on the afternoon, and I'll get some chips, and when I get home, I'll get a tortilla wrap, and then I'll make another kebab.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was a young'un, right? I used to, when I went to the town, it was before fucking mobile phones and that, mate, lads, right? You used to know how to fucking struggle. And
we're not as old as you.
I know.
And like, I'd have like a tenner left, and a taxi to my house was a tenner. So I had that thing. I had the conundrum of, do I get a kebab
and walk home,
or do I get a taxi? And what I used to do, I used to get a kebab and eat it on the walk home.
That's it. That's exactly what I did. I like walk my kebab home. This is my day.
It was. I know was it Sunderland? Townland? I mean, are you meaning Sunderland or actually in Newcastle?
No, Sunderland's got a town centre, mate.
Okay, because
I'm not going to walk from Newcastle.
Because that's what I had to say. No, but that's the thing. Is like I would. It's that idea of thinking, oh, I can't be arsed paying for a taxi. It's always not. I think it's always nicer walking home.
Do you know where I live? You got to walk through Ford Estate, Pallion, and Pennywell.
Depends how drunk you are. I've done it and all.
It's steaming because it's about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
There has been a few times where I've nearly waited half the way home, walking home.
Do you know what I used to do? I used to go to Fells because it's right on the edge of Hilton Road.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up the kebab. Bit like, do you know when a marathon runner's running and they pick up the water break thing? So I'd be like, kebab! And then just carry on me walk.
Get a taxi to the Fell so you're only saving a few quid.
Aye. Anyone got Fells, I'll walk it from there to 4 mile.
I'm just quickly going to go for a piss, boys. 2 seconds.
Let's try talking while he's away.
Aye.
Still here.
Fucking idiot, isn't he? Fucking doesn't like batter on his chips. What a monster.
I mean, like I said, at least I have the excuse of...
You didn't do where you're from.
What? No,
you don't do it where you're from. It was heartbreaking when I lived in Scotland. I was When I used to come home, I was going to chip and get butter on my chips. The first thing I'd do.
As they ask you that, you start crying profusely in the middle of the chipper.
And they're like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I live in Scotland. You don't know what it means." Like in Edinburgh, I was like, I went, "What do you do with the excess butter that comes off the fish and that?" There,
You know, I've never actually asked. The one thing that I'm gonna hate is when we have an away game in Scotland. Everybody's gonna be like, "You tell me."
You speak the local lingo. Is there a team in Dundee?
There was. I don't know. I think they folded because they didn't have enough players and things didn't go well.
Did you leave them? Did you?
Well, I stopped as it was folding. People started going to Dunfermline.
Yeah.
And at that point, I started to plan moving down here.
So why did you move down here?
Moving with my missus.
How did you meet her?
A fest. We met at a fest download in 2017.
Ah, rock as I is.
Yeah. I'd gone the year before with a mutual friend we have who works in concert. So a mutual friend of theirs said, "Oh, Carl's going. Do you want to go?" So we met there. Didn't really speak at the festival, but then just started messaging on Facebook and it went from there.
You slipped in our DMs, Mikey, did you? Right in the DMs. Mikey,
I basically did.
What a guy.
But I wasn't skeevy about it. I was nice. And here we are.
Look, I didn't want to book and chuck. I want to be in there long haul.
Hey, well, yeah, Mikey, he's in the long haul. He's fucking relocated to another.
I've relocated. I've uprooted.
You know what, Mikey? If you vote for independence and you get it, are you going to leave the United Kingdom? Are you going to leave England to go back to Scotland, the motherland?
No, I'm here now.
This should be his motherland now, shouldn't it? This should be it now. Like,
well, his dad's from South Shields.
That's it.
Yeah, but I was born and bred in Dundee.
Born and bred, did you say?
Yeah, I was born in Dundee. I lived in Dundee for years.
Did you get it, Marty?
I didn't.
Born inbred.
I said I got it.
He said he never got it.
You're from Sunderland.
Oh, are you saying me ma had sex with my uncle, did you?
No, but it's Sunderland. I wouldn't put it past people.
Right. Let's just put that out. Mikey will never come back on this podcast if he's done something like that. We bring you on our hospitality.
I know, Mikey.
And kindness.
Yeah, but let's be honest. When you offered me on, you were both pissed as fuck.
I wasn't pissed.
I was pissed.
I wasn't pissed. I knew. I fully knew what was happening.
I did not till yesterday knew what was happening.
So didn't it fucking put me in the same boat as Martin Robson?
But I think moving down was a good idea, and I think finding the team helped as well because it gave me that thing.
That's what I want to bring. That's what I want to bring the conversation to, because like we've not spoken about how you come into it, but how did you become a part of DC? That's what I want to bring the conversation back a while ago. Put your tits away.
Hey, tits are down there. Pecs, the pecs, pecs of a champion.
I moved down in October of 2019, and I remember seeing. Because I thought, right, I went on.
Picture of me on Facebook.
I went on the internet, and I think it was right on Facebook, and looked at like local teams. So obviously I seen Gateshead, but then I seen DC, and I was like, well, that's ridiculously close to my house. It's like a 5-minute drive. So I thought, I need that. And I messaged the Facebook page, and they were like, "Do you want to come down?" And I kind of didn't go down. I waited. I could have started in November, but I thought, I don't know. I kind of thought on it, and then in January, one Sunday, I just thought, one week, I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go down and see what this is all about.
Did you come down by yourself as well at that point?
Yeah, I drove myself down, and I can't have. I don't think I've picked. I don't think I could have picked a better bunch of boys. Really.
Lads.
Probably got slagged for being a Patriots fan and Scottish in the first session, so that probably helped.
Yeah, no one could understand you, could they?
They were probably like, I think I was in the DB session with Richie, Lewis, and I don't know their names, but all I know of Kevin and Perry.
Oh, Charlie and Morgan.
Yeah.
Kevin
Morgan.
Kevin and Perry. So because they didn't
want to do is do it.
Because they didn't know my name, they just called me Scotty.
I don't know Perry, but I know Morg.
Well, Charlie had the kid.
I thought it was Morgan.
Charlie Oakley, ginger hair.
Oh, Charlie Oakley. Aye.
Is that the kid we wished
yeah.
Congratulations to last week?
Aye, do you know when we were? Oh, you weren't there when we went to the Super Bowl party. Went in, he's out with his missus.
Not the first one.
The second one on. Fucking hell, Charlie. Punching at you. In front of everyone. He weren't happy, like.
Well, that just goes like last week when I screenshot to show the photo of Lee with a beard on.
Aye.
Well, punching, I was like, oh wait, man, oh wait, fucking hell. Wait.
You are punching you, Marty. You look like a jihadi terrorist.
Aye, I'll tap it.
You were last as good as gold.
Do you have like an outhouse or a garage? Because I'm waiting for you to get punted in there and it will look like a jihadi training video.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you should have seen the first weeks when he was against the white wall.
I was just trying to...
I thought he was going to put a towel on his head and get AK 47.
You and Dad was saying get the fucking V Brothers flag behind. I was like, no, we're not.
Black and white, it will look like ISIS.
I mean, that's the last thing the brand needs.
Aye, fucking ties with fucking ISIS.
Look, my t-shirt though, it does say with great beards comes great responsibility.
It looks about 2 sizes too small for you.
Not my fault, I'm hench.
No, fuck off. Hench, is that a new term for fat, is it?
Aye, we got it. Look, it's just a large t-shirt I normally take. I'm just filled out.
Let's be honest. The way things are going, I think we're going to have one hench linebacker. And that's only because he has access to a gym for free when no one else does.
Who's that?
Ant.
Oh, yeah, because he's in the army.
Yeah, he has access to a gym when nobody does.
Did you read the Ant's comment on the Warrior supplement post?
No.
Yes.
When he got so obviously Marty went, can't wait to get back to the gym, and Ant commented saying, "You's going to the gym is like finding an elephant up the tree.
Don't know
You're
how
fascinated,
what it is.
and it shouldn't be there."
Let's put it this way. He put that comment on your post because he doesn't follow me. He put it on your post when you shared it.
Aye, but I shared it, but it was Martin Robson for Beard Brothers on the top of the thing.
Yeah, but he commented on your post. I don't have it, me.
Don't let him get to you.
Screenshot and said this is great.
Look, why is he body shaming us for? Why is he doing that? We're trying to grow a brand in the business here.
Well, do you know what?
Hops is a lineman. Hops is meant to be that size.
And Butterfield obviously doesn't want 27% discount, does he?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Do you want 27% discount, Mikey?
I do. How can I get it?
Well, what you need to do is you want Warrior supplements. And you use the code WS Beard Bros. You get 27% off.
The overriding thing I've got from this is I just can't wait to be, even if just training, just being around people again, the team.
Yeah.
What was weird is when I even just going to collect the new lid from Quinny, I was just like, it's seeing a face.
Did he let you go?
What?
Quinny, it's hard to get rid of Quinny on stuff.
Oh no, he let me go. It was fine.
He didn't want to leave our podcast.
No, did he shite?
10 minutes later.
Oh, I tell you what, though, one thing is Aaron, my new manager, we were talking about, he goes, oh, you've got that 27% off at Warrior Supplements on iGans. Sends the code out, I'm going to put an order in because I like to have the pre-workout before I go for the swim. Good lad, Aaron, that's what I like to hear.
Yes,
the person on the team you should market yourself to.
Dave
Fish.
Gibson?
Fish.
Fish.
Get in on Fish and then you'll just be...
And
what we'll do is we'll get a picture of Fish with his fucking vest on that slung down with the muscles and put on... Scotty Mac and put on, if you want to look like this, get on the Warrior Supplements and WS Beard Bros.
You You know
And
when
would put like a beard on him.
you know on the AGM when they were talking about the hush hush new stuff,
Oh yeah.
and they were talking about like getting Bigham to model it. I was thinking, no, just get Mac Fish to model it like he did the old stuff.
Oh, the old pictures were class.
With his headband on.
When he's like,
his Nike headband on, yeah.
I'm so gutted they
What photo
took
picture?
that away from the group chat photo.
I'm sure he's got the same bed as me, Scotty Mac, because when he's got the headboard behind, I'm thinking, I'm sure that's my bed.
mine's just a black leather headboard, man.
I mean, Scotty Mac have got the same bed, and I look at it every time thinking, that's my bed, that.
Christina's probably seen both.
Didn't care me, not bothered. Let her go.
If Scott wants to tap them 3 kids on, he can have them.
Scott wants to tap them.
I've noticed through all this Zoom that nobody in the team does the Zoom in a different room. They do it in the same room every time.
Yeah. Quinny's
I'm
always lying
here.
down.
Quinny's photos.
It's like this.
Right, boy, what are you doing here? This is Quinny. Right,
He's
boy,
kind of Galahad in front of the camera.
It's like that. It's like, can you move the...
Right, lads, what's going on here? What's up?
Like, I'm always in here. You two are always in there. Kant's always got the guitars behind him.
I mean, sometimes I will go in my room, but I'll hold my phone and I'm thinking, my fucking arms, they're aching after this, so I need to put it down. But,
you know what it is? It's because the AGM's on a Sunday, we're doing this on a Friday, and I can't be asked to put the stuff away, so I just leave the desk out.
I leave me
and I just come back to it.
I'll do that.
But when I'm just chilling in my room, the microphone just goes in the corner. It just gets lifted up and moved. And then I bring it out as and when needed.
Have you got the same mic as us, Mikey?
No. It's just a cheap one off Amazon.
So is this? Big Doug, how much do you pay for yours? Exactly the same mic as mine?
Smith's 25 quid.
20 quid for mine.
Probably about the same off Amazon for me.
Aye. But mine's the same mic as his. He's got his couple of mine, and I got mine 5 quid less.
Who cares, Marty? I haven't got 3 kids supping offers, so...
I haven't. To sup off Christina.
I didn't have to fucking script and scrape for a £5.
I didn't buy the note, not even me.
Mate, I went out and paid 440 quid for decking the other day, mate. Never even batted an eyelid.
Take my money, have it.
Here comes the money.
Everybody's little 2-step shuffle. Stevie.
That's the thing. You get the money. You're like, yay, I'll use the money. Oh, I need to do decking. Here you go.
I didn't mind about me. Meant the joy I'm going to have on that decking.
It's an investment.
Oh, aye, it's what we're like with our patio. We're going to get patio furniture, and when we can have people round, we'll have people round. It'll be great.
No one's got a concert though, Mikey.
I don't live in Consett. I've never lived in Consett.
Where do you live?
Nettlesworth.
Didn't even know where that is.
Right.
You know
when you're driving from Durham to Chesterley Street?
Nah, I didn't drive from down to Chesterley Street.
I live between Durham and Chesterley Street.
Right, let's have a look. Nettlesworth on Apple.
Apple
on
Maps.
Apple Maps.
On Apple.
Oh,
Fuck Android.
We don't mention Android on here, Mikey. Nobody wants them.
sorry.
Mikey, you're on strike 3 now.
Nettlesworth.
You'll find that it's closer to Durham than it is Consett.
Oh, that's next to Sacriston.
Next to where?
Sacriston.
Don't know what that is.
See, right. Look how far it is away from where we train, and you'll see why I picked DC. Am I fuck driving? Am I fuck driving to Moncton every Sunday when I need to train?
Oh, you're miles away from Consett.
But,
is it Joe Marks from Consett?
I don't know where Joe Marks is from.
Yeah, I think he lives in Consett. I don't know where he's from because the accent is weird.
Not even from the middle of the fucking sea, isn't he? That's why.
You seen when he put the picture of him in the fucking dungarees in the fucking fish port? He fucking even mad dungarees look good looking. The fucking arsehole.
I hate him.
Oh,
good looking bloke in Joe Marks.
It was when we did one of the.
That's why I grew my hair long.
It was when we did one of the fitness things, and he was on the bridge, of a ship, and he posed. I wanted to take a screenshot and turn it into a meme, but I forgot. Like when you just see him standing there, and
scared.
No, I actually forgot. I'm lucky Joe Marks is on the same side of the ball as me. It's fine.
I know that.
Well, do you know what, Mikey? I'm so happy that I'm on the same side of the ball as Jack. Phil Applegarth left the army because of him.
He was medically discharged because of him.
If you look at it this way, if I'm having to be the one stopping Jack, then something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Something's
Marty
gone
hasn't
wrong.
done his job right, has he?
Our D line has gone.
Well, your D line's got no chance because he's got our O line against them.
I think, and especially in terms of, was it like Quinny's been talking about, like old players coming back?
Oh, I'd love them little bastards to come back, put them straight on his arse.
But the thing is, when I'm like, oh, he's D line, I'm like, right, that's fine, because Joel's brilliant. Do not get me wrong, Joel is brilliant, but you're in the corner trying to get in the zone, getting your head stared down the receiver, and all you hear is just him about 20 yards away, just gabbing off to offensive linemen.
I think, personally, honestly, hand on heart, I think Joel will cause more problems than enough.
Nah, not against our line, because fucking on one side on the tackles we've got Andy Goodfellow, who's been playing for fucking 10 years or something at left tackle. We've got Nathan Johnson. They're both good tackles, and I think they'll be all right against them.
No, but what we need to worry about is when he goes up against people he doesn't train against.
Well, when we play another team and he comes on the field, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you meant in like against us.
No.
Not against other teams. Oh, fuck it. I feel sorry for the O-line.
Blue and blue would be all right, but when we play other teams, like, he's a liability.
When he goes on the field, if he just...
He's too hyped. Hype is a fucking big thing.
If he noises
them up...
He's
got speed as well.
If he noises them up a little bit, I'm fine. But when he hears the quarterback say anything, if he shuts up and gets into the game, then we'll be fine.
Salt. Here comes the salt.
Unfortunately, I'm not with the salt.
What's that one like, Mikey? Have you tried it yet?
No. But as you're about to do that, I shall give it a go. While we're
right, I'm going for a quick pit stop because I've drank like 2.5 litres of beer in 2 hours.
This salt.
I'm surprised your bladder isn't used to that hops after this at this point.
It kind of is, but you still need to go.
You still got to go. When you've got to go, you've got to go. What I'm going to compare this salt to now is S43's 100 minute hour because it's a double dry hopped IPA.
Now, I seen bits of the Instagram video, but I seen the can and
for which one? The 100 hour?
Yeah.
100 minutes, sorry, 100 minute. Yeah.
So
like it's a great can in it. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Can.
So I've got the Faith in Futures
from Northern Monk.
From Northern Monk. It's a citrus IPA, apparently.
What's it smell like? Oh, he's pouring it.
I'll give you a second. I'll do the full wine tasting.
Oh my god! Look at this. Where's that big dog when this pour is on point? Look at that, Mikey.
That's one of the best pours I've seen.
Screenshot.
Look at that. I was going to say we've both done.
Mikey, look at that. Let's screenshot that now. While he's not here, screenshot it, Mikey. I can't screenshot it.
I can't. How do you do? Oh, we'll find it.
No idea. Screenshot.
We'll know when he goes.
I'll come back to it. Oh my god, that drink from Salt. That is a nice drink, that.
That's not bad, that.
I don't know about you, like you said, we had one from Northern Monk before called Scafal.
I looked at that because I've had Faith or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was part of that deal I spoke about earlier. And that was all right.
The one Scafal was not very nice. It felt like it was low budget drink. It wasn't the greatest of drinks, but I was good because I've heard so many good things from Northern Monk. And when I got that one, I was devastated. But
it's apparently citrusy, juicy, and tropical.
We'll give that one a go next, but wait till he puts his headphones back on.
Sorry, mate, I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Big Dog, this drink is so good.
You missed.
Mm.
Murray did a good pour. You missed
My
it.
pour was me and Mikey's pour there were like 10 out of 10s.
So the pressure's on it. The heat is on.
You can, Hops. You can do it. We believe in you.
I hope you fuck it up, mate.
I mean, come on. You've already fucked it up, so we're going to give that to Applegarth later.
You're not coming back on the show, Mikey. Just decided.
I did say I'm not gonna. I can't. How am I gonna follow Gary Park? Oh my!
Wasn't as good as mine. That's like a 9.5 out of 10. Mine was a 10.
Oh, Mikey's clapping at me.
The thing is,
it's a 9.5.
Let's be honest. How do I follow Gary Parkin? How?
No. Applegarth was on before you.
Yeah, but everybody follows number one fan Gary Parkin.
Yeah,
Gary Parkin is number one fan.
100%.
Gary, I tell you who's coming in a good fan. Gareth.
Gareth,
of course.
Gareth loves it.
Both guys to me.
The thing is, Gareth hasn't been on, but he talks about IPAs a lot.
We'll need to get Gareth on.
Yeah.
I think Gareth would be amazing.
I think, I'm sure I've messaged, he spoke to me a few times in private message.
Sliding in your DMs, is he?
Sliding in my DMs, aye. Look, Big Dog, they all come to me, not you. What can I say?
I know.
Because what it is, I think, is because when we speak, we think we always go, oh yeah, Marty's the messaging guy. So they all come to me.
Get a response off me.
Well, Hops when I put my story up that I was doing, I was on the exercise bike today. Hops actually messaged me
saying, "Yeah, you need to get them calories burned for tonight."
I don't
putting them back on.
Was that on Insta?
Facebook.
I don't have you on Facebook, Mike. I don't think.
It was an Instagram story that I put through Facebook.
But don't that Mikey didn't follow beat with us until tonight.
No. But did you not see what my comment was after that?
No.
Who now?
Is I've interacted with the Facebook previously.
Yeah. He's one of the top fans on the Facebook.
Yeah. Because I seen homemade burgers, and as a man who has in the last 2 or 3 months come into the deciding of that's something I love to do.
Oh, that's when I made my burgers like last week or something, was it?
Yeah. Because the reason why I started homemade burgers, it simply was we had leftover mince one Sunday, and me and my missus went, why don't we just try that? Did it once, went, this is amazing. And that's my thing.
I'll tell you what's great at putting the homemade burgers, Mikey, right?
Cheese in the middle.
Cheese in the middle and a bit of paprika.
Oh my God.
My seasoning for burgers, salt, pepper, and paprika. That's the three I use.
Just get some grate some cheese. Just put some cheese in on it, and the cheese, so you don't have to put the slice of cheese on top. It's in the burger, melts in. It's beautiful.
A little cube of cheese in the middle of it. Oh my God.
Cheese in burger.
Burger, that's it. Game changer.
I basically just I think it was the last batch I made was just because I was at work and I seen 5% lean mince on Reduced. I'm like, there's five I can have. Because if I make it right, I can get 5. If I make it right, I can get 5 burgers out of one big pack of mince.
Do you know what? Right, you can get them about £5 to £10 burger presses.
We've got a really cheap. It's a cheap plastic one, but it does the job.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Really good. You can get presses them into because when you make them yourself and you pack them down, they always go really small and fat.
Yeah.
Where the burger press, you put them on and then you put them in, it keeps them thin.
Oh, homemade burgers and homemade chips has been a revelation in my life.
How do you do your chips?
It's just an act to fry because I don't have the money to spend on the proper stuff, but it's still.
What do you mean a proper stuff? A chip pan? Just buy a pan.
But it's just, I actually know. Once I did them on a big tray, you would put roast vegetables on with proper
No, Mikey. What you do is you get a chip pan, about 20 quid on Amazon. It's got the cage in it. What you do is you cut your chips, put salt, sea salt in the water, bang your chips in there for about 3 hours, take them out, put them in the tea towel, pat them dry, put them in the hot fat for about 5-6 minutes, bring them out, fluffy in the middle, golden on the outside. Absolutely looks like chippy chips.
When it comes to the
Marty's like proper at the mouth.
When it comes to the chips we do in the when it comes to the chips we do in the active fry, I cut them, peel them, put the oil around them, season them.
Gonna peel them. Nah. Skin on fries, mate.
I use an active fry. I've got an air fryer.
But when it comes to,
I have got an air fryer, but I use a fucking chip pan because.
But when it comes to the air fryer, she comes through and she turns them because she turns them better than I do, and it's like
you just get shit about, didn't you?
I thought I did that. It was a burger night earlier this week. I did that. She came in and went, no, you can't do that. And she flipped and she got the plastic spoon and did them properly.
Well, I've always been told by people on our page that I'm absolutely brilliant roast potatoes. So me chips are pretty awesome as well. Like Marty, when you come over, when you have the pizzas on your birthday, pizza steaks and that, I'll get some chips on the go as well, boy.
Her roast dinners, my God, Sundays are the best day of my week sometimes. Coming home from training to her roast dinner, brilliant.
How big's the puddings?
Homemade.
Well, our puddings are homemade, except if you got a Marty's.
But it's like that big.
Onion rings.
What you get on the go?
Because you know how like Yorkshire puddings shrink after you open the oven. If you catch them right, they're about that big.
Do you know why?
Do you know what I do? I don't even make individual Yorkshire puddings anymore. I put them in a roasting tin and just make the big one.
Yeah.
That Mikey, get the big one. Tell it to make 2 big ones in the roasting tins and put all your stuff inside the Yorkshire pudding. Is a game changer, mate.
Have you? No, and that's just brought me to something I thought. Have you ever been to the Yorkshire Pudding Company in York?
No.
That is the Yorkshire Pudding wrap from York is amazing.
You get one of them at the burger van next to work, didn't you?
I do that work, that's it. Every time we go to that burger van at work,
she knows you by first name.
Get the Yorkshire Pudding wrap.
That's a game changer. That place.
Yeah, Mikey, we went there, right? I went once, and the Marty that well, right? This is like circa 2019 when we were allowed to like mix up.
COVID-19.
Do you remember that when we were allowed to see other humans?
So I went to the burger van and she goes, "Oh, how did Marty get on with his skydive?" I'm like, "How do you know about the skydive?" The Northern by name at the burger van.
She knows me. She knows me how Mark, how fatty.
Mate, you are an absolute. I bet you got that burger van about 4 times a week still.
No, I've never been. Never been.
Fuck off.
I've not been, like, hand on heart, I've not been since a good.
So when you take the kids down to Smith's, you don't just pop for a burger.
I've not been since about July last year.
Well, that's early. I haven't been there since 2019, mate. Since you asked about you a skydive. He might have died for all that, no?
I went one dinner time and she went, "I ate hoagies for there." I was like, I was fatty, but she's got a different surname, it's Hogarth. She went, "I ate hoagies for there." I was like, "I heard you know." She went, "I was in your Mark show in school." I was like, "Oh, I did." She went, "How's he?" I was like, "Well, he's fat, he's lazy, he doesn't do now, he's an alcoholic." She went, "Dean, well," I was like, "I think good actually, he's all right." And,
did you get any discount?
I mean, if his bar on life is fat alcoholic, then yeah, he's doing all right.
Like if this is his peak for life, then yeah, that's it. But yeah, he's mad, right? Because like I said, like he's about 25 stone. He's an
fucking hell.
He's diabetic, but he's a really fucking good bloke and all. He's a nice fella. Same as like my brother, the Batty. Like he's about 3 stone dripping wet. He's gay.
Oh fuck! I remembered that podcast.
Oh, he's gone. Get in there.
No, I'm back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Being booted off.
Oh, was it? where Gaz, where you were talking about the nicknames for his brothers, I was like, what the?
The Batty. His brother. I don't condone the nickname.
The fact that he agrees with that.
2 seconds, boys. My camera's gone.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's boot him out.
It's at least he's happy. At least he's fine with his siblings. That's positive.
Are you not like?
No, that's.
I am. I'm.
That's just how it is. Like, with my brothers, like, obviously, I've got me 2 brothers and my sister, and like, we've always said, like, my younger brother's the batty, the eldest brother's the fatty.
He's specky.
And my sister's sweaty. And then
you are specky, aren't you, Marty?
And everybody goes, so what I am, like, just the normal one.
No, you're specky.
I've just got the one sibling. It feels really boring when you've just got one sibling.
I've only got one sibling.
Are you the oldest? You're the youngest.
Youngest. My brother looks like PC Plum out of Ballamore.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He
does 100%.
He does.
We actually got him. There was a picture of PC Plum peeing around the trees.
Oh, boy, I wish you could find that photo. You know, that'd be fantastic.
And then when I tell you what, lads, I've got saved on my phone.
Get it. Pull that shit up. Jimmy, pull that shit up.
Well, yeah, pull up PC Plum looking round the tree, and I'll pull up Darren.
PC Plum?
Aye.
PC Plum. Mikey, you're so lucky. No guest ever gets this long on the podcast.
I know.
Right,
have you got him?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think any guest waffles quite like I do.
Watch this. So it's PC Plum looking round a tree. Right. And there's me brother looking round a tree.
Boy, you move the glare because your glare on your screen is pretty rotten.
Let's be honest. I know where Ballamore was set.
That's fantastic.
That was in York at the races. I won the first race. So we're on the train down. It's a quite a good story. We're on the train down to York, right? And I took.
Whoa!
It looked like something out of fucking what's it called? You know where that thing comes through the fucking television?
That was a horror movie and all.
Scary movie when the thing comes through the screen.
No, the actual movie itself. What was it called?
Ring. It's called The Ring.
The Ring.
Aye. The Ring, aye. So anyway, we're going to York. So obviously, there was 6 of us, me, Al. Actually, it was me, Al, Brett, Tiz, Chiz, Lowry, our Darren, Ian. So 8 of us, right? So we've got like 40 cans between the 8 of us for the train from Sunderland to York. And we're on the train, and Lowry's got the racing post open. And he's looking at York fixtures, and I look out and I'm like, fucking hell, Dark Intentions. That's what I've got this weekend as a joke. Gonna bang a tenner on it. Fucking 8-1. Fucking romped on, mate. Couldn't believe it. First race, 90 quid up. Get in there.
Winning.
I remember because I got in.
If I was 90 quid up in one race, I'd be like, right, I'm stopping.
No, well, me and Alex Watson went halfies. So we won like out of the 7 races that were there, we won on 4 of them, and we're putting like a tenner on each. And I think we're about 190 quid each up. I remember getting in because I was sharing a room with Tiz, and he went home early, and me and Brett went to Pop World.
Pop World in York?
Pop World in York. Glenn was with us, wasn't he?
Fantastic Pop World in York.
So me and Brett went to Pop World, and I got home, and Tiz like that went, ring! He got shoot one. All right, anyways, I went to Benningham's. Fucking I've only got 5 left off my money. Yes, so what have you got, Hops? And I fucking pulled about 140 quid out of my pockets. Jesus Christ, how you got that one? I won 3 races yesterday, mate. Couldn't believe it.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Are you coming to York with us next time, boy? You are
100%. 100%.
Yes.
You know what I want?
So, Mikey?
You know what I want? NFL in London, because I want to go down.
Have you not been before?
No, I have not seen an NFL game live yet.
Mikey, I'm a veteran of it, you know. I've got season tickets and that. I've been to New York Giants in New York.
I have heard stories of the Giants trip on 2 separate podcasts now.
Have you heard of his number one fan?
Jets.
He's
Number
both,
one Jets fan.
he's both tailgated, more or less got commandeered by a Jets fan, and drunkenly FaceTimed Paul Gould.
And Quinny.
And me.
No, I didn't FaceTime Gouldy and Quinny. Alex did, and they went shows hopper, and I was steaming. I meant to FaceTime Mick when it was on, but obviously we're in that group, and I just pressed that because I was steaming. I actually went to a fucking bar afterwards, and there was this fucking woman working in there, and she was hot as fuck, right? And she was wearing one of them things, what to wear, and like the clip it underneath, so like it like guns into the trousers, the top, and they clip it underneath the fannies. Mate, she never had a bra on, mate. It was
like this, like
ping. Mate, nipples like they could cut ice.
Nipples like they were like friends.
Hey, Phoebe,
like Jennifer Aniston and Friends, like she
yes,
nipples out.
Mate, it was great. I mean, I was like, oh, this is mint bar, this is Lansdowne.
I've when I used to work in Scotland, there was someone came in like that, and you're just like,
I'll serve her.
It was like when I swapped the shirt with that lass in Vegas, wasn't it? When I got out in the nightclub and I'll lay in there.
Famous player?
And fucking well, right. Here's a story for you, Mikey. So, win Vegas, right, and win Caesar's Palace. And
coming out, giving it the big end.
No, right. Let's go back to